Circumstances navigated the path, and life happened oh so fast. Though we got lonely sometimes, you see, I know we couldn't make it. Even when I'm offbeat, I still land on my feet, and nothing can shake me, cause I know life took a hold of me. I never. This is where I am destined to be. I'm not ready to give up. I believe in the miracle of life. Life's a play for no rehearsal. Learn quickly, they'll come for your role. Games can play, can't take it personal. Cause the devil is a liar. Telling you the truth, hey. It's all in what you do, hey. Some things you gotta do, hey. It's fight for millions, take a second, see the blessing in it. With much expected, much is given. When I made the living, now I'm giving back to children. Never let the power come first before your happiness, yes. You can be the best if you go the distance. Mix a little sweat with your persistence. You know that the best things are never instant. Just shine, let them make it brilliant. Get up, open up your eyes now. It's the moment of truth. No backing down. We're bringing it to life. Oh, for the children, it's a given. You gotta give it, be a blessing.
This my personal statement. Run the game like I'm aces. Learn and develop patience. Determined to be the greatest. Yeah, bobbing and weaving, they changing up like the seasons. Indigenous to the grind, so I do it for all my people. Jabbing the competition, back up against the ropes. You fighting for recognition. I'm fighting just to promote equality where we lack it. Or cancer slowing our road. I'm confident we'll make it. We focus on common goals.
Yeah. Give back, give love, give inside away. Never give up, stand tall to fight another day. 2 toes, 2 feet, I stand on the ground. I'm going back soon and fight this final round. Life's a fight for no rehearsal. Learn quickly, they'll come for your role. Can't get play, can't take it personal.
Cause the devil is a lie. Telling you the truth,
It's all in what you do, some things you gotta
do, Love is the word, hey, DB, hey, Corey, Mac, JP, and JQ, woke the truth. Hey! We got KJ, Moya Sauce, G Brown, Robert Brown, G and Robert Brown. We got some brothers in here. What up, Andrew Charles? Bill 508, Maurice. What's up, Maurice McElroy? Eminem, S. Dot, KB, Kev B. What up, Reg? Rob G, TBA, Big Homie Coop. We in here, man. Hopefully I stayed on cue just a little bit, man. I appreciate y'all coming in here early, coming here often. What up, Jay Cooley? You gotta connect your device, man. Man, I appreciate y'all know what we talking about tonight. So feel free to call in, and we're gonna rock out. And hey, for the next 2 weeks, we got to keep this show as close to 11 as possible. I got to get acclimated to getting up at 6 o'clock, man, like on my feet at 6. You know what I mean? Like rocking and rolling. Woo! It's fun, though. Let me tell you, it's fun. Hustling in the morning, the shit is fun. You know what I mean? Hey, you know, I had a moment of anxiousness today. For the first time I've ever had this thought. Damn, it's hot in here. For the first time I ever had this thought was, man, I ain't got enough time with my son. You know, man, I was so anxious today, man. Oh man, you know what I'm saying? What's up, Rob G? Appreciate you, man. And I'm like, man, I gotta keep on feeding into this kid, feed into him, feed into him, feed into him. So, you know, oh man, I love the joy. You know, it's my first experience, so bear with me. You know what I mean, Mike Weary. Um, the joy that he has when he leaves school from playing, and you know, I mean, like I'm not gonna say we do a lot of lessons at home, so I'm not hell bent on like what they teach the kid. I think that's the parents' responsibility, you know, to confirm what they should know. And I just get so much joy, man. It's my first rodeo, so don't mind me, man. It's my first rodeo. I ain't never took my kid to a real school before. He was in private school for the last couple of years, and that's private school is pay to play. I just want y'all niggas to know. You know what I mean? It's just a pay to play program. If you paying, they want you there. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, you know what I'm saying? What's up, Lodi? Welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show.
You know what I mean? Appreciate you coming in, man. Hit that subscribe button. And yeah, we talk about that, man. We got lost in the city today. I don't know where we was going. You know, daddy experiment with new ways to get to school and shit before y'all motherfuckers hit the road June 15th. Because June 15th is gonna be a madhouse in LA, you know. And that's a good thing though. You know, people gotta earn a living, gotta make money, open up their businesses and do what they need to do. So, but yeah, man. Kim Potter, manslaughter. Tell me how you feel. You know, Monday. What up, Batman? Monday, I heard some people, some geniuses in the chat said it was going to be manslaughter, and you were right. You know, I definitely knew it wasn't going to be first degree murder. It's so hard to convict a cop on first degree murder, man. You understand what I'm saying? From a you know what I mean, just based off what America is, you know what I mean? You know, because they can always say, man, he reached for something. I tell you what we're thankful for, though. We are thankful. We are really thankful. Yeah, I heard of HR 40. Yeah, they've done that in the past too. So it's always exploratory reparations. That's Sheila Jackson down there in Houston, right? It's always exploratory. It ain't the first time that's come up though. Thank God that police chief. Here's what we got to give that police chief credit for. And because it was in the state of Minneapolis, Minnesota, excuse me. He got anxious. And jumped out in front of the story. And what I mean by that is he said that she thought it was her taser. Now, just think, because of the George Floyd issue, it made him come out and get in front of the story. Imagine if they would have waited 24 hours. And they had to assess that video. Just think about that shit. Ain't no way in hell it would be the same story today. It would have been a self-defense story. It really would have been a self-defense story. So, and this is just my opinion. If it had not been in the same state as George Floyd, and I say this as compassionately as possible, if George Floyd hadn't got murdered, that police chief wouldn't have been so quick to respond, being only 10 miles from the epicenter of George Floyd. So that we have to be thankful for. You know, I know he resigned, and I don't know his backstory. You know, but I don't care. To be honest with you, but I'm really, really happy that he jumped out in front of the story. If they would have waited to the next morning, it would have been a self-defense. And the media would have ran with the self-defense story. And that would have been it. I'm being honest. I that's just my opinion. So I'm really elated that police chief jumped in front of the story. Just my opinion. It's just what I think. They definitely would have covered it up, but they have no way of covering it up, man. What's up, Tone Brown, man? Everything good? What's up, Blue Maid? Everything good? So, yeah, man. So that's where we're at with it, man. Feel free to chime in on your perspective on this. I don't know if she's gonna go to jail. You know what I mean? Because you got to convince 12 people. You got to convince 12 people that those 3 officers' life or safety wasn't compromised by him jumping in the car. So this is going to be an interesting case. And the reason why I can say interesting case is because I don't think no party is right in this story. And I'm really hoping. Yeah, problem is dude had an active gun charge for armed robbery. She'll be found not guilty, and they won't be able to find one white person in that court of law. Yeah. I mean, all that's possible. Now, I'm not being Fred the Morbid. I'm just we in the barbershop to have honest conversations, okay? And we can still be emotional and still be she deserves to go to hell, and I'm totally in on that. But I'm interested how they're going to frame it, how they're going to pay the media outlets to start framing this story. You know, because now now you got to take into account they're not making news for us anymore. They're creating headlines for the potential 12 people that's going to determine her fate. And that's why it's important to have media outlets and stuff like that, because many people are headline driven. So I think headlines is going to play a major part in this. I don't think y'all may disagree with me. If you're not going to protest in front of the courthouse, I don't think it makes any difference right now. Just protesting right now. Although it makes news, but I think City Hall and police meetings probably be the most important. Public safety meetings and stuff like that. Start mobilizing and putting your energies in places where it could potentially make a difference. You know, hopefully they don't tear down their own communities. I don't know the community, so y'all feel free to let me in on what that looks like. But this is going to be an interesting trial. This is going to be a really interesting trial. And forgive my thinking that she can get off, but you know, I was 13 years old when 14 years old when Rodney King trial came on. 14. So I seen them beat the hell out of Rodney King. Thank God for that dude that was in that apartment building. But this is going to be an interesting case, man. This is going to be an interesting case. And she was in fear for her life. Was she the one that said warrant? Forgive me, because I haven't heard the sound yet. So somebody call in and fill me in. Who was the one that said warrant? I read an article, but I didn't hear the audio yet of the video. I should just pull it up, be honest with you. And she had a history too. I saw that she was president of the police. And that's why it's so important that if you want to be a police officer, man. You know what I mean? If you want to be a judge, don't let no one tell your kids they can't be something. You know, don't let no one, because it's critical that they fulfill their dreams. You know, if I hadn't have been in debt, I would have been a lawyer. You know, but shit, Sally Mae and Wells Fargo, I I couldn't afford. I had 90 days to find a check. You know, so I had to do what I had to do. So, but oh shit, Dana, my bad. Oh, I said that. Problem is he had an armed robbery, found not guilty. Yeah, one person in the court of law. It's gonna be hard. This is gonna be a tough case. I don't care. The civil suit, I think, is gonna be much easier because it's a public outcry. I want to see how they gonna play this trial. You know, I'm really interested in this trial. I think in my heart, George Floyd is very cut and dry. I think he should do 25 to life. I haven't researched this in a year, but that state don't have the death penalty, so he should go away. He should go away for life. Um, but I'm interested in how they're going to frame this trial. And check out the Jonathan Penton incident from South Carolina. No, I don't know if he was. No, I did read no guns was found in the. No guns were found in the car. Um, oh, the jury's gonna be mixed for sure. Burn the city for justice, not for settlements. That ain't gonna happen. That ain't gonna happen. So we might as well stop wishing that because we had a chance with if it ain't happened with George Floyd, it definitely ain't gonna happen now. You know what I mean? Humans got too much humanity. Too much humanity is in our spirit. Us as a whole, you know, not just blacks. I think all of us. Um, what up, J. Cool? You ready, mate? You ready, mate? What's up, big homie? What's up, man? What's up, man? What you got?
What's up, man? How you doing, man? I ain't seen your ass in a while, man.
Oh, you on Blue Blood? Shout out to Blue Blood, man.
Already, man. That's what's up, man. I ain't want shit. I ain't want shit. I'm bored as fuck. I don't want shit. I just called to fuck with you, man.
Are you back working nights? Are you good? Nah.
Nah, man. Nah, I ain't on night shifts. I'm on first shift now, man.
Okay. You got your 8 to 5 going on. I respect that.
A motherfucker working goddamn me all Saturdays ever since the goddamn COVID.
Oh, okay.
I'm just making a living, you know.
Yeah, I got that. I respect
Already.
that.
Hey man, much love to you, man. I'm glad you keep doing what you're doing, man. I salute you, Fred, man. Keep doing. I salute you, bro.
Thank you.
Just much love to you, man.
That's love.
I'm coming to LA. I told you once I step foot in California soil, I ain't coming back to Nebraska.
Well, your first dinner is on me, man.
Already, man.
I got a housewarming gift. I got a housewarming gift too when you find a place.
Already I'm coming. And I ain't looking back. So you know I'm looking for a house. When I touch down, I'm calling you.
I got you.
Already, man. Salute to you, Fred. I'm out.
Peace. So he wasn't armed. He pulled away and jumped in the car. And I was having a conversation with a lawyer today, actually. By accident, completely by accident, not on purpose. And obviously, he was very interested in my thought. It was a black man. And or was it yesterday? It wasn't today. I apologize. It was yesterday. And he told me that not only are they going to say that he was reaching for a weapon, but the car becomes a weapon. And so it's going to be very interesting, man. This is a compelling trial, man. Hopefully and COVID is up, so they may want to drop this trial in August, right? They want to drop maybe August, September. It's going to be interesting. This shit is going to be interesting. If I was a betting man, Definitely not 50-50 in favor of the police officer. I would say the Wright family are the underdogs. No, that's what the lawyer said. I'm telling you what the lawyer said. Um, um, so it's gonna be interesting. This is an interesting trial. It's gonna be a really interesting trial. And I failed to ask him about that part about the negligence. I see you, Trill Hill. I failed to ask him about that, but maybe we'll have. Oh, we'll have the lit lawyer come on and give both sides of the story. She's the expert. She'll be glad to come on. Maybe we'll have her come on next week sometime. I think that'll be the better answer. That'll be the better answer because she knows both sides of the fence, and y'all can call in or super chat your questions in, or I'll read it off the chat. And but this is an interesting case, man. This is an interesting case. I think that negligence is going to come in a great deal on the civil side. I really believe it's going to come in very strongly on the civil side. It was negligence. They already admitted guilt. Now it's just how much Ben Crump can negotiate. They got 27 for George Floyd. They got 9 for Breonna Taylor. So it's going to be somewhere between 9 and 27. You know, the police, no, he had already stopped, Batman. They had already stopped and they had already pulled him out the car. And I believe he had one handcuff on. I saw the video one time. I believe he had one handcuff on. And then I didn't hear it, but they said he has a warrant. I read the article. He has a warrant. And that's when he got anxious. And when he got anxious, he pulled away, jumped into the car. And I don't know how far away he sped off. And as he got in the car with the door open, Kim Potter released one shot. I'm assuming it was somewhere in his solar plex area. And he perished down the street. I don't know how far he drove, but I believe he hit another car, something like that. So, and then it's going to be interesting. Now, here's the more interesting part too. And this is just me just freestyling with these thoughts, right? He hit another car, right? Whose side is that person going to be on that got hit? If I'm the person that the person hit, you better be on the side of the Wright family because the police union has more, because the city of Bronx country, whatever, Brooklyn something, has Brooklyn Square has more money. So hopefully they got a smart lawyer and a smart team. Even if he hits you, you still blame the police officers because ain't no money in suing a dead man. You know, ain't no money in suing him. You know, so not unless they have access to the civil suit. I don't know that, but I would. So that's going to be interesting to see what side that they're on. You know, in terms of, oh, I was in, because you already know their story because they're trying to get paid. That person will be going against the city. Okay, hope so. Hope so, because there's more money on that side. Because you already know their story. You already know that. You already know their story. I was in fear for my life, and next thing I know, boom. You understand what I'm saying? So, this is interesting, dog. This is an interesting story. I'm more interested in this one just based off that I think it can go either way. And what's up, Mexican? How you feel, man? How you feel? Welcome back. We ain't seen you in a couple of days. But I'm interested, man. Manslaughter. So they said the max for manslaughter is 10 years. I saw that. I have my TV on mute a lot, so I don't know what they be saying on TV. So y'all call in and fill me in. But I saw maximum 10 years for manslaughter in that state. So hopefully we get that, you know. And I know the charges probably can be upgraded with with the evidence. But I think it's important for the morale too. Tell me what you guys feel about this too. The morale of just being American, um, getting a conviction. Oh, it's not considered a weapon, not unless. Oh, interesting. I don't know, but we'll have the lit lawyer come in. I'll call her tomorrow and see if she can come in next week, maybe on Tuesday, maybe next Tuesday, and she can give us. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, that's exactly what I saw, KJ. $20,000 in 10 years max. That's exactly what I saw. So that's great to hear. So, what's up, Marvin? How you feel, man? Welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show. And some boxing news came down today. That was an abrupt left turn. But Conor McGregor is fighting July 10th. It is a very interesting case. And I would, yeah, it's very, very interesting. I'm interested in what DB got think about this. I'm interested what y'all got to say about this. You know, I know what the emotions are in the barbershop. I know that much. I know what 9 out of 10 of us want and desire. But it's going to be interesting to convince 12 people that those two other cops wasn't in danger for their life. Because you already know what the other two cops going to say. She saved my life. She saved my life. That's exactly what they going to say. She's a hero to me. She saved my life. We didn't know what that guy was going in there to get. Oh, the phone lines aren't open. My bad, y'all. Damn, Freddie. Damn, little Freddie. I'm telling y'all to call in and the phone. Come on, little Freddie. So yeah, man. I think that George Floyd case is so cut and dry. If that dude Derek Chavon, if he gets off, dog, I mean that case is so cut and dry. I mean that's like not Don King. That's like Rodney Kingish. It's so cut and dry, man. If they get off, if he gets off, and then when he gets off, you got to punish those other police officers too. When they trial coming up, they deserve to be punished. Jacob Blake's police officer got his badge back yesterday. He's on the streets. Tamir Rice officer still ain't got charges. Breonna Taylor's officer still ain't got charges. He's on the beach down in Florida with his shirt off with his girlfriend. I mean, they get the money but not getting the charges, you know. So George Zimmerman got off. Have we got a conviction? Damn. How about those back-to-back days? The young brother. Shit, man. So how about that nervous Asian cop in Minneapolis a couple of years ago with his daughter in the back seat? Whew. I don't think she'll make it to. Oh, she gonna make it to the trial. Oh, trust me, she's getting bailed out. She's getting bailed out tomorrow. Oh, the Dallas cop got 10 years. Thank you, dog. Dallas, but she just got out though. She didn't do 10 years. I think she just get out of jail like about 3 months ago? When they put their hand on the Bible and the judge hugged her and she's still in? Good. I'm glad she's still in. Good. The Walter Scott cop got okay, good. Philando Castile. Yeah, that little Asian cop. I remember that motherfucker was shaking his gun. Why are you a cop, man? You know, so she's still in jail. Great. She deserves to be in jail. She just walked into the guy's house and that shit is crazy. Well, on another note, Conor McGregor is fighting July 10th. So I think the earliest we can see any good fight for PBC is probably like July 17th. That's probably the first free date. Oscar's fighting July 3rd. Those are going to do solid numbers. They say Earl is fighting July 3rd, but you kind of want him to have his own date. You know what I mean? Hey, Drew, why do you drive a bus? Well, right. Drew, call in. Please call in, Drew, and tell us both sides of the fence, please. He's an expert at this. He was in the police union. He can tell us exactly what they're going to say. Or beam in, Drew. We need you right now, Drew. The barbershop is paging Drew Titan. The truth. Drop the truth on us tonight, man. We need you, man. Hopefully you in a space where you could beam in. You know what I mean? I got to give you the damn link, dog. He's an expert. So Drew would be the expert, and he could fill us in on what the union is going to say to protect her. And even though there's New York laws, but you know, he'll fill us in. But you gonna call in? Okay, that's good. What up?
Yo.
Yeah, so fill us in, man.
Oh my God. All right. Fucking blue wall of silence. You already know. How many officers was involved in this shit exactly? About 3?
3, yes.
All right. Well, you started off on the right foot. They're going into this shit. They're gonna say, well, you know, she saved my life. However, you have to consider the atmosphere we're in right now. Do they want to go with she saved my life to spare her brethren, and go home to their families and deal with that if they have kids? See, it's a domino effect. When you make these decisions and do these things, you got to factor in your entire family. For instance, you seen that that white man harassing that young black, I don't know if that was a teenager or a young man, and he pushed him, put hands on him, and it's right there on Instagram. And then next thing you know, the whole hood is in front of his house telling him to come outside. Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw that. Now it makes sense to me. I didn't know they were connected. Now that whole scenario makes sense to me. Okay, go ahead.
You dig? So you're not really thinking for self-preservation. And now if it's a single guy, he's not married, no kids, he can do it. He got to go with whichever the way the wind blows. You know what I'm saying? And he could think self-preservation. You got to factor in. You're like, are you going to be a team player for the benefit of what you riding for, or are you thinking about your family? So I'm going to assume all these people are family people. And I can't speak for them. I could speak for myself. You know, if I was, I'm talking about what I would do. If I was in that situation, I'm thinking, fuck you. I got a family, man. And I'm going to do what's right. There's no fucking way that bitch didn't know the difference between her handgun and her taser. No way. That's false.
What percentage of it? 0%.
Percentage?
0%, right?
I'd say 0 only because she's one. I just read her background. She's a 26-year vet and she performs training.
0. Okay, I just want to make sure. It's what I believe. 0% chance.
Yeah. There's no room for mistake in that situation. If you're flying a plane, do you want the pilot that's 50-50 or 100%?
100%.
Thank you. 50-50 could kill you. 80-20 could kill you. 90-10 can kill you. You want 100%, man. If the plane's going down, you would at least want to know, your family to know that it was the plane's fault, not the fucking pilot. You dig what I'm saying? Let me give you a little story. Y'all remember the Diallo situation?
Oh, for sure.
That happened right up here on Leland Avenue, on Westchester Avenue. underneath the train. Okay, let me tell you what happened. I'm gonna give you the quick story. All right, I was right out there at the 43rd precinct. The block is fucked up. Back then it was. I ain't been that way in a minute. The block was fucked up. The drug dealers literally shot the street lights out to make the block dark. So when the police would chase them, they'd have places to run and hide. The block was hot. If I remember correctly, there was a rapist on the loose in the area. I mean, it was the Wild Wild West over there. And Diallo fit the description of a criminal, right? I believe the 3 officers got out, and his English was really bad. They got out. I believe he was on a porch, if I remember correctly. And what ended up happening was they all started shouting commands at him. Put your hands in the air. Let me see your hands. Where's your ID? Give me your ID. No, let me see your hands. Put your hands in the air. I didn't tell you to move. Turn around. No, turn the other way. Put your hands in the air. Let me see some ID. Who are you? So it looks like he's doing the electric slide on his porch. So he decides to go in his pocket. Now, y'all know they lit him up. Now, what I heard, and I have no facts to support this, but what I heard was what happened was one of the officers went to step on to the sidewalk. Remember I said it's dark, right? And the nigga tripped. This is what I heard. I can't confirm any of this shit. The nigga tripped, and when he tripped, he discharged his firearm. Everyone panics and starts shooting. One motherfucker reloaded, emptied a whole magazine, and reloaded. By the time everything was empty, he was on the fucking floor with bullets through his feet. And it's like, oops. Well, who shot? Well, I thought someone shot at us. Because over there, you had to watch for people shooting at you and airmail. You know what airmail is?
No, elaborate.
That's when niggas are throwing shit off the roof at you. Niggas threw a whole refrigerator off the roof at somebody I worked with. A whole fucking refrigerator. How the fuck you get a refrigerator to a roof? I don't know. Yeah, Blue, he was shot 41 fucking times. They lit him up. It was crazy. Now, did those 3 officers that did that shit after roll call, did they say, yo, we gonna kill a nigga tonight? No, they ain't say that. Were they scared on patrol? Absolutely. I know that neighborhood. And it was not the best. It was not the best. My point is, what happened after that was that the rules changed in the patrol guide. Now, the story I just told is alleged, you know, because you talk to people who know people who know people who know people. So I can't confirm if what I was told was true. I'm just listening to what someone told me. All right. What I do know is that the rules changed off of that one situation in which they had something called the triangle, which means if you have a perp, that means there's one gun out, right? And the senior officer on the site is telling the person what to do. They're giving them the commands. Put your hands up, turn around, point your hands behind your back with your thumbs in the air. You know what I'm saying? So one person is doing the commands, the other person has a firearm out. All right? There's no need for 3 officers to have a firearm out with somebody's hands in the fucking air. That's fucking stupid. All right? So that Diallo situation changed a rule in the police department patrol guide, that one situation. All right? Now, I said that to say this. Did this woman follow protocol? This is the same thing they're asking this Siobhan nigga. All right? Did he follow protocol? Is it protocol to have his fucking knee on the back of a neck for 9 fucking minutes? I'd like to read their rules and regulations regarding detaining a goddamn person on the floor. All right? And let me be absolutely clear when I say this. When you're handcuffed on the floor, face down, anyone in the chat, tell me if you can get up. Unless you're an expert gymnast, you're not getting up off that floor. And if you're trying, all the cop has to do is nudge you with his foot. You're not getting up. All right? That's number one. Number two, he lied on the radio. He said, we have a perp going crazy. We had to take him out of the car. He was going crazy. All right? George Floyd was not going crazy. Protocol. This bitch, all right, says she reached for her, she thought she had her taser. Grabbed her Glock 17 and blasted this young man. You're a 26-year. Now, if she was out of the academy a couple of months or a year on the job and her adrenaline is pumping, okay, maybe she was scared. But you don't tell me that a 26-year veteran, right, who's performed, I believe she performed tactical training at one point, makes that mistake on that level, and this wasn't even a violent situation. That you don't know. What the fuck was you even reaching for your stun gun for? I missed that part. Did he do something that required her to use that?
He pulled away, but no, she was the third person coming in. See, I hadn't heard it. Have you seen the video?
No, I can't. I'm just numb to it. I can't watch shit like this anymore.
Okay,
it's disgusting.
Okay,
I read about it and I get disgusted. Okay, but there are 5 force options. Well, you know, I'm speaking for NYPD. I'm not speaking for anywhere else. I don't know what these niggas do outside of New York City, but I know there's 5 force options. First force option is professional presence. All right, which means a person could come on the block and looking to do something dirty, and they see the officer standing there and they think twice.
Right.
Professional presence. All right. Second one is empty hand control. Come on, you got to go this way. They have a right to put their hand on your shoulder and escort you where they want you to go. All right. I'm sorry, I skipped one. Professional presence. Forgive me, it's been a while. Verbal commands. Get the fuck out of here. Don't stand here. Go away. Don't stand here. Not on my tour. Don't stand here. Go somewhere. They can do that. All that, yo, you violate my civil rights. No. Talk that shit while you walking away. Please. Your goal is to get home at the end of the night. For whatever reason, and they ain't got to explain shit to you. If they're saying, yo, look, we here now, you can't stand here, go away, just go away. Talk all the shit, but while you're walking away. All right? Then there's empty hand control. If you refuse to leave, they can grab you by the arm and say, get the fuck out of here. You got to go this way. Get out of here. All right? And then there's batons and mace. That's the 4th option. Batons and mace. The 5th and last is deadly physical force. The problem here is that these motherfucking cops are going from 1 to 5, and they're not exercising shit in between. That's a problem. I don't know what it is in LA. I don't know what it is in Kentucky. I don't know what it is in Connecticut. I don't know what it is in North or South Dakota, South Carolina, but nationwide, these fucking cops are going from 1 to 5, and it's disgusting. I don't get it. And this bitch saying, oops, I made a mistake.
So retarded, dog.
You don't, but first of all, if your taser, oh my God, your taser, 26-year vet, right? I'm almost sure in 26 years, she didn't have that taser.
Good point.
With, you know what I'm saying? The taser's still fairly new. So what made you grab your foot? What was you reaching? What did he do to warrant that force option anyway? I missed that. What did he do? I don't get it. But the bottom line is she fucked up. Now she's being charged with manslaughter. Fine. Now, her co-workers, they may be like, yo, well, she saved my life, but what were they saving her from? Did this young man have a firearm, a knife, something? Did he have anything?
Yeah, I'll give you the play. So it was 2 officers. I believe she was the trail officer, the third officer. Maybe she came in a separate car. I don't know. Y'all can fill me in on that. But she came and she said, I didn't hear it, but I read the article. She said he has a warrant. And by then he's already out the car, not against the car, but it seemed like pretty casual. Like he was going along with the officer that was talking to him on the driver's side. And then he said he has a warrant. And when he heard he has a warrant, he flinched out of the police officer's control, jumped in his car. And then she said, taser, taser, taser. And I assume she shot him when she said taser, taser, taser. Not assume, I could put two and two together. Taser, 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 shot him on the side that's closest to her, and then he sped off. And I don't know what happened thereafter. That's all I saw in the video. And
all right, so he tried to boogie.
Yeah.
He tried to get away from the situation.
Yeah.
And they tried to tase him.
Which ended up being the Glock 17.
Okay. Well, let me say this. They were in there, right? Trying to stop him.
Mm-hmm.
They had him out. He had a warrant. I don't know where the fuck he thought he was going. So that was his bad. Mm-hmm. But you're screaming taser and you pull out your fucking Glock 17?
Right. And that shit is heavy.
Dummy.
Because that's what I have, a Glock 17. That shit heavy.
Man.
That shit heavy, man. Like, it's heavy. It's so, man. It's heavy.
How fast it take you to take it apart?
I don't do nothing like that. But yeah, I'm not good at that. But I need to get better. Oh man, that's what you do.
Yeah, I hated Glocks. It's in too many pieces and it was small. I have big hands. You know, Sig Sauer P226. That was my shit.
Yeah, for sure.
Man, well, he fucked up.
I know how to keep it oiled though. I do know that. Keep
that shit slippery because you get a stovepipe malfunction, man. That can mean your life. That's fucked up.
I know.
Look, she screamed the right command. She was within her right to scream taser, but that's like
I've never held a taser before, so I don't know. But I know if I have my 38 and I have my Glock, it is an astronomical difference. Like astronomical. You get what I'm saying? So
yes.
So yeah. So
you know if you
it's laughable, right?
Yo, you remember slap boxing? Back in high school?
Yeah.
You ever slap box someone and they throw a punch for real?
Yeah.
I mean, come on, dogs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what she did.
Mm-hmm.
She screamed taser and bust a shot. Yeah. Come on.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
She fucked up, man. Now she got to eat that. And they're saying, yo, she saved my life from what? Did he have any weapons in the vehicle?
Well, at the end of the crash, they revealed he didn't have weapons. But when he released himself, they didn't know if he had a weapon or not, because he's literally just getting out the car. He's 1 foot, he's like 6 inches away from his driver's side door, basically.
All right. Did they recover any weapons?
No.
None?
Zero.
So they can't say that she saved their life. There it is. They can't say that. All they could say is just the facts.
Wow, really? Because
you can't say that.
That's funny, because I'm glad you told me that, because they always say he was reaching for something. She was reaching for something. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. They also said, you remember who was that brother that was walking away and got shot in the back by that white bitch?
Oh no, I don't know that. I know Walter Scott was walking away.
He had his hands in the air.
Yeah.
And he's the one that his navigator broke down. He called for help. Police came. She's talking shit to him. He has his hands in the air walking away, and she plugged him when he opened up the car door. I mean, the Jeep door. Mm-hmm. Remember that?
Yeah.
And the helicopter, and what pissed me off, the helicopter, the eye in the sky is looking down. He's like, yeah, that looks like a bad dude. Mm-hmm. I'm like, my nigga, you like 100 feet in the air, And I think that was her husband in the air too. That was something crazy. It was like her husband was one flying the copter or some shit.
Right.
I'm like, how the fuck you know that's a bad dude?
Mm-hmm.
Because he big and black?
Right.
Listen, I'm a big nigga.
Mm-hmm.
But if you 5 feet tall and you got the fucking Smith & Wesson pointing at me, who's bigger? I'm not Luke Cage, nigga. Get out of here. Mm-hmm. Come on now. I don't catch bullets with my teeth, Bruce Leroy. Fuck out of here. Bruce
Leroy, right.
It's fucking, this shit is incredible. So these officers, her subordinates or whatever, they can't say.
Good.
They can't say, yo, she saved my, you know what, they be able to say that if he crashed up the car and they recovered any kind of firearm. Any kind of thing that could be construed as a weapon. Butcher knife, butterfly knife, machete, then they have something to work with. But they can't say, oh, well, she saved my life. What did you, from what? He was leaving. Your girl said taser, and bang, blicked him. With a Glock 17. What the fuck did she save you from? Can't say that. What they might want to do is simply tell the truth. You know, we had him. We ran him. We ran his record. He had a warrant. He tried to flee. She said, taser, and she bust a shot. That's what happened. Your opinion don't matter at that point. You can get up there and say she's a decorated veteran, which she was. She does training, which she did. 26 years, bitch. 25 and out. You should have been home chilling, probably. I don't know what her bills look like, but whatever. You know what I mean? She could have did something else. All right? So now, just the facts, ma'am. Remember Dragnet? Just the facts. They're gonna take that stand. Your personal opinion about her, and she probably never late to work, did all this overtime, had perfect attendance. That shit means nothing. The state needs to say, you know what? That's one less pension we got to fucking pay. Good. Let's pocket that bread. She fucked up. She got to eat that. She got to eat that. You know, like how you're riding along in a car with your boys, and one of them niggas do something stupid going inside that store and then come out.
Oh, fuck.
Y'all drive up the block, the police pulling you over. You find out he done robbed and shot somebody in the store. And you're like, yo, he just went to the store and came out. We here and listen to music. Yeah, guess what? All y'all going down because y'all getting charged. Guess what, Fred? In concert.
Oh, gosh.
Uh-huh. I can't tell you how many times. You know how many motherfuckers on Rikers Island right now dealing with shit like that? Just like what I said. Yo, man, I was just there, and this nigga go in the store. I'm outside chilling. He come out. We walk up the block. We getting thrown on the floor by DTs. He went in there and shot Pedro, who owns a bodega. Shot him in the face. And I'm walking with the nigga. And they trying to charge me in concert. I don't know what he did. You know how many niggas in prison because of that shit? Guess what?
Damn.
If these motherfuckers don't want to go down with her, what they need to do is just state the facts. We pulled him out. Shit looked fishy. Ran his name. He had a warrant. He tried to leave. She said, taser, and she shot his ass. That's it. Those are the facts.
Right.
What her record is and how she saved you in Vietnam or whatever the fuck they want to say is irrelevant. All of that shit is irrelevant. She fucked up. She got to eat that. And if they're going to throw the book at her for 10 years, and that's just what it is. But they have to factor in the atmosphere. This is happening right now this is what you call the perfect storm. The Siobhan case is happening right now. Do they really want this smoke? I don't think so.
Right.
They better let her have it. I don't give a fuck if she was, I don't know, letting them blast the cookies on the weekend. None of that shit matters.
Right.
Stay out of that shit. Stay far away from that shit. Fuck that. Stay away from that shit. This is the perfect storm. Get out. Nope. They did not want this heat. Nope.
Hey Drew, you got a question in there. Taylor Bell and Mike Weary wants to know, and actually myself included. Fred, can the cops claim the car was a weapon and the driver tried to run the cops over? Cops feared for their lives and they used the service weapon.
She's the only person that fired her service weapon?
Yeah, it was one shot.
All right, so if they were in fear for their life, why wouldn't they shoot? All right, if they was in fear for their life, they should have shot. They should have discharged their firearms. They weren't. In the camera, was the car speeding towards them or away from them?
It was going down the block away from them, like
away
down
from
the
them.
straight path.
So
yeah.
it can't be. That's not a weapon. You know,
Good.
If somebody's robbing somebody and you're an officer, he snatches the purse and throws the old lady on the floor. All right, you draw, and now he has a knife in his hand. All right, you have every right to draw your weapon. Police don't move. He looks at you. He says, "Oh shit!" Drops the knife. Now he runs away. Do you shoot him?
You can't.
Thank you. You can't. Now, he looks at you, keeps the knife, and now he's running up the street. Do you shoot him?
No.
Okay. All right. Now watch this. He keeps the knife. He's running up the street, and he's stabbing niggas as he's running up the street. Do you shoot him?
Yes.
That's right. Now you shoot him. But if he turns his back and he's running away,
makes sense.
You got to get him. You got to pursue him. And he might run faster than you. You get on your radio, yo, perp, 5 foot, whatever, dark skin, nappy hair, t-shirt, sagging jeans, running up such and such, Lexington Avenue, and you chase him. But that's a non-shoot scenario. We go through that all the time, shoot and non-shoot scenarios. They can't say the car could be used as a weapon because it was going away from them. Now, if it was going towards them, that it's be open and shut.
Right.
But he was trying to escape a situation. He's trying to escape. Now, I don't know where he thought he was. And see, that's another thing on the sidebar, and we got to talk about this. Brothers got to make better decisions, man.
Tell him.
You got to make better decisions. All right. Now, what this brother did, all right, you already know these cops is nervous out here. And I'd say 80% of them don't even need to be on a motherfucking job. All right. He did not have to do this. We have situations like this, and we got situations like the Fruitville station. All right. Where no matter what you did,
broke my heart.
He was going to get killed. All right. But this shit here, you have a warrant, my nigga. Where was you really going? You just escalated the situation and you lost your life to these nervous ass cops. That's another funeral, another son lost, another brother lost. For what? And here we are again. And I'm guaranteeing you, a month from now, it'll be something else again. Can't win for losing, but brothers, sisters, make better decisions. Your goal should be to get home. What was the worst that's going to happen? You have a warrant. What? He'd be sitting in the pen right now. You'll be okay. You'll be alive. Where the fuck was he really going? Where was he trying to go? I understand you scared. I get it. I understand the Philando Castile. Disgusting. I understand that. But running away, you're escalating the situation. Man, they plugging niggas in the back. You know what I'm saying? We getting shot with candy bars, keys, nothing in our hands. We know the rhythm. But what you don't want to do is escalate a situation. He shouldn't have tried to leave. Because now look, and let this be a lesson. All of these things, you have to take this as a lesson. I mean, and again, some of this shit you cannot avoid. You cannot avoid it. But come on, people, we gotta be better. Where the 3 cops on the scene, you have a warrant. Where the fuck was you really going? Okay, let's say he gets in the car and she busts a shot and miss. Now it's a high-speed chase. Nigga, now you're just looking stupid. And your warrant has just gotten worse. Oof. Where you just probably would have served, I don't know what the warrant was, where you just probably would have served a week or maybe a month in prison. If he lives from that and he doesn't die, now you got 2 years just for being a fucking idiot. You know what I'm saying? And Maurice McElroy, he's absolutely right. He could have died in their custody too. Yeah. So I'm saying you can't get away from certain things, but you don't want to escalate a situation by doing something silly. Him trying to run from that situation was silly. And the case in point is now the brother's dead, man.
Damn. For a
The warrant was
misdemeanor,
for
dog.
aggravated assault. You see?
It was a misdemeanor. That's why it kind of infuriates me. Like I don't want to do live streams on another person trying to escape a misdemeanor. You understand what I'm
Right.
saying? Like I
Right.
don't want to have these conversations, you know. Like if you're gonna do that petty shit, you know, just go do your petty time.
That's it. Now I'm sure he knew about that warrant.
Oh yeah, because
And
it
this
was
is just
last
me
June.
being me, you know, go answer that, man. Like back in the day, I mean, the dumbest shit, man. Me and my boy was on our way to a party, man. We was going on the C train, right? And you know how it is. You know, you hop the train. Well, we hopped the fucking train. I don't know where this cop came from. There he was. He said, yo, y'all sit down there. I said, here we go. Of course, an Italian cop. So now we sitting there. Where you guys going? We say, we going to a party, you know, trying to get some bitches, whatever. Let me see some ID. At the time, I had a non-driver's license ID. Gave him my boy, sucking his teeth, took the ID. He steps to the side. He starts calling Central, run our names and shit. My boy just looks at me, starts shaking his head. I said, nigga, what'd you do? He came back and said, yep. He said, you? Looks at me. He said, you can go home. He said, you got to come with me. He radioed it. These other cops came down the steps, took him off. You know what this nigga had?
No.
He had a fucking simple DAT that he didn't answer. A desk appearance ticket for pissing in public. Never answered it. For like 3 fucking months. They ran his name and that shit came up. So now you spent and it was Friday. You spent the weekend in jail. Because you got caught pissing in public and you just didn't want to answer the DAT. You fucking idiot. He knew he had that shit. Well, I ain't go home. I went to the party. And I had a good time too. Nigga, fuck that. Brothers, sisters, we got to make better decisions, man. We can't be wrong and strong. Now, it's sad that this brother lost his life. It is fucking sad, man. However, man, why'd he try to fucking run, man? With all this shit going on. These motherfuckers out here trigger happy. Yo, Drew, why you need a department? Niggas is retired. I saw a friend of mine today. He's 4 years retired from the job. Not once did he say, yo, man, you should have stayed. He knows exactly why I left. Fuck that. Get the fuck out of here. I got to sleep at night. I didn't have hypertension until I got that job. You know that? And I haven't been able to shake it yet.
Wow.
Man, fuck that job. Fuck, yo, on God, fuck that job. I love everything I learned from it. I know what to do and what not to do. I know what, I speak the same language as them. I speak the same language as them, and I know just enough for them not to fuck with me. It's like a fraternity, though. Once you've been there, you're good. But whatever. Fuck that place. And outside of New York City, this shit is frightening, man. This shit is disgusting. Why did that brother try and leave, man? Not leave. He tried to aggressively leave. Yeah, I'm looking at the chat. Sandra Bland. Yeah, we still don't know what the fuck's up with that.
Still don't know what happened to her.
The creepiest shit that I've seen was the mugshot they took her. They were trying to say she was already dead in the fucking mugshot.
They said she was dead in the mugshot, man.
I said, man, and you know, ever since I read that, I couldn't look at that picture again. I said, oh my God, if that woman is dead in that pic, are you kidding me? Come on, man. What about the other near miss that we had? The little sister got locked up. The dumbass officer threw in the back seat and she's upside down for like 30 minutes. Talking about she can't breathe. She was upside down. Face down. Man, Fred, Shorty was upside down.
I missed that one.
Boy, oh my God. I know I'm not the only person that saw that. That she was upside down in the back of the squad car, feet in the air, handcuffed behind her back. What happened was he put her in the back seat and she fell, and he just drove to the station house and didn't pull her back up.
Wow.
Bernard Mack, I'm not blaming the victim. I'm saying we got to make better decisions and we got to do our best to get home because these faggot ass cops are not qualified to do what they do.
Right.
That's what I'm saying, good brother. All right? We're not blaming the victim, brother. I'm not blaming the victim. He had a warrant and he tried to run away. And the fact is, he had a warrant, he tried to run away, and you sprinkle a nervous ass cop with that's incompetent, because that's what she is. She's incompetent. 26-year vet, she don't know the difference between a handgun and a fucking taser.
That's disgusting.
And screamed taser, 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 and shot her firearm. 26-year vet. You got to be kidding me. So you got her, you got an incompetent officer with a brother trying to flee a fucking scene. It's a recipe for disaster. And now we having a conversation in a barbershop over another dead black man. Blaming the victim? I don't think so. I'm talking about we need to be as accountable as we can. We need to be as accountable as we can, because based off of what we're seeing, a lot of these law enforcement officers are incompetent. That's what this trial is about. Her being incompetent. Siobhan. He's a murderer.
God,
and he's incompetent. Where the fuck in his training did they show you? Did you hear the senior officer take the stand? Did you see that?
No, I didn't. What'd he say?
Oh my God, Reggie Owens posted that shit.
Hold on, let me get to the super chat. Hold up. I'm very interested in that. I want to catch up with the chat. Rod, man, her immediate reaction is evidence is no fair. Talking about the officer, the female officer. The warrant was nothing. Notice sent to the wrong house. The notice. Oh. And DJ, appreciate you, DJ. My uncle instructed me to treat the cops the way I treat them. Yes, sir. No, sir. Keep your hands where they can see them at all times. Same advice I'll give my nephews, nieces, and my daughters. Yeah, I say the same thing. Like, I would beat the shit out of Lincoln. If Lincoln survived something like that, me and Lincoln going in the garage, and I'm going to fuck Lincoln up. I'm just going to be honest with you. I'm going to beat, like, I'll tell you guys a great story. I don't know if it's a great story, but anyways, allegedly, we were parked in the mall, and Lincoln was my only child then. He was like 2 or 3. And he got excited and shit. Yada, 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 yada. And he ran out into the, every kid is going to do that at some point. He ran out, and not unbeknownst to him, the kids, but it was probably his first, second time at the mall. Nigga, don't you know, allegedly, I grabbed him, pinned him against the car, and I did my best to scare the life out of that kid. You understand? Because I don't want to make a life decision off a 10-second thing, off something that's worth less than a penny. You get what I'm saying? Like, it don't add up. You know what I mean? Like a paralyzed kid because he got no. So anyways, if Lincoln do something like that and the cop told me and he shows me the video, oh, we doing 12 rounds. We got to, because it make no sense. The same way if my son disrespected his teacher who's sacrificing their time away from their parents and shit. No, we doing it. We got to. We got to. But get back to what you were saying, because I think you're making great points.
Let me address the brother Bernard Mack. He says these people are not incompetent; they are race soldiers. Let me address that right there. You're not wrong. You're not wrong, Bernard. You're not wrong. They are race soldiers. You're not wrong. All right, but let's look by the book. When I say they're incompetent, all right, the woman just said she made a mistake. She didn't know the difference between in a high what's the word I'm looking for? In a high stress situation, she didn't decipher between her firearm and her taser. That's incompetent, my friend. That's incompetent. All right, she's incompetent of her job. All right, and you said pursuing the suspect. All right, he tried to run. she did pursue the suspect. And when you pursue the suspect, he hopped in the car and drove off, or tried to drive off, did he not? So that was a situation where she was supposed to use her taser. She tried to use a non-lethal force option and grabbed the wrong option. And he says, now as a black person, if you run, they shoot. Yes, as a black person, you run, you get shot. Duante shouldn't know that. That's why I said he shouldn't have ran. He made shit worse. Because these fucking cops out here are incompetent, or they'll plead incompetence. They are race soldiers. And they've been shooting us in the back for years.
Right.
So how far did he think he was going to go before something happened? And what I'm saying is he raised the level. He raised the bar. He raised the bar. Okay? And now look. Look at the result. The result is a loss of life. So yes, good brother, they are race soldiers. I agree. But you also have to agree that she's incompetent. 26-year vet, she don't know the difference between a taser and a firearm? Come on, bro. And even if she did that shit on purpose, she had less of a reason to pull that shit out if he just stood there and complied. I'm not saying they wouldn't have shot him anyway, because for all we know, we could have still been having this conversation for all we know. But he elevated the probability of that happening when he made the decision to try and run. You understand what I'm saying, brother? And that's all I'm saying. Joe Jack, the brother says, he says, can we get George Floyd's murder case done first? Drew Titan and Fred, y'all right about doing that right thing during arrest, but this channel got a older audience. We know what you are saying is right. No doubt. Oh, what's up, Blue? Blue Blood's in the chat. He said, number one objective is to preserve life. Yeah. And again, that's not to say that you could be doing everything right, because how many stories do we go through where the brother's doing everything right and they still get popped? That happens. So, Bernard Mack, and Bernard, understand, we are every bit as angry as you. Every bit. And I am not capping for these motherfuckers at all. At all. But we have to make sure we do the best we can to get home. I'm sure everybody in this chat has had a situation with a cop where you're looking like, yo, if this nigga did not have that badge, I'd be fucking his ass up and down this goddamn block. But I got to sit there and listen to this midget talk to me all crazy. Everyone has had that story. I got dozens of them growing up. Little ass fucking white cop nigga, knowing he live in Suffolk County somewhere. Talking to me all crazy. I'm like, this nigga, no, I rip his mustache off his face. Freddie Mercury looking ass motherfucker. He know I fucked this nigga up. But I gotta eat this crow because I'm trying to get home. DB says, where are officers advised to tase citizens? What do you mean? Like where?
Yeah, like part of the body, like the flesh part, right? The most flesh.
No, well, it's a taser. Anywhere if they're running, you can't control where you're shooting them. I know with a firearm, you're taught to shoot center mass. It's the widest part of the body where they can survive. Now, can you shoot somebody and the bullet sever the spine? Yes. Puncture a lung? Yes. Shoot them in the heart, they could die? Yes. But do you also know if you can shoot someone in the groin area, there's a nerve in there where they could bleed out in seconds? It's like opening up a wine bottle and turning it upside down, and how the wine is just pouring out of the bottle. There's a nerve. There's a vein in your groin area. You sever that vein, the blood's just leaving your body. You could die from that. And let me tell you something. When you have a shooting in the field, in the field, the first thing they do when they come and collect the ballistics, you get investigated. And the first thing they do is say, okay, you shot this person and hit him in the head. It's like, yo, was that a fucking headshot, man? We don't train you to do that. Oh, it was an accident. You know what they do? And I swear to God, they're going to say, when was the last time this motherfucker went to the range? All right. And they tell you, go to the range often and bust your gun. Because they record where your shots are. Now, if you bust this nigga in the head, right, or close to his head, and they get your scores, you know those target charts that they have at the range?
Yes.
They record all of that. That goes on your record. And they say, okay, yeah, he passed, but all of those shots was by the neck and by the shoulder. So it's probably, that's just how this officer shoots. But if you have only chest shots and that's all you was busting, just all these chest shots, and then this one time, okay, yeah, he has all these chest shots, and he was aiming for the chest, and he 95% shooting people in the chest. Oh yeah. So let me see. If he can purposely aim and hit this motherfucker in the chest all this time, but this guy right here, he shot him directly in the middle of the forehead. We have reasonable cause to believe that he may have done this shit on purpose. And then you got to go through that shit. See, there's a lot of shit that y'all don't know. I mean, look, shit ain't on. It's not that cut and dry. And it's up for the union to fight for you. Now, on the outside looking in, we're black. All right. We already know what it is. We're angry when we see shit like this. And I tell people this often. A lot of shit that'll make you, if this shit makes you angry, the shit that don't make the news will make you go through the roof. The shit that doesn't make the news will make you go through the fucking roof. All right? This just made the news. There's a bunch of shit that don't make the news. Do some research. Hit the Google. I'm telling you. There's 3 young black men right now that got bust at by known white supremacists. And I got to look at the whole story, but they got rear-ended, right, by this motherfucker, I think in a pickup truck, this white kid, right? And it was a company truck. The guy gets out to check the damage on the truck. The white kid takes out his gun and starts shooting at them. One of the black dudes shoots back with his legal firearm. Who do you think got arrested? All 3 of the black kids got arrested. And they all got charged for shooting a gun that one person shot with a legal firearm. Can you believe this shit? I got to look for that story again. It's on Instagram, Fred. I'm going to tag you in it.
Please.
But these are the things that we go through. So I get it, man. I fucking get it. But this is some bullshit. So what we have to do is, number one, we have to make sure when we're dealing with these officers, we have to assume, and I don't hate to say this, assume the worst of them. Assume that they're scared. Assume that they don't want to talk to you because you're black, or they want to fuck with you because you're black, and get it in your mind that, okay, I want to get home. I don't care how he's coming. I want to get home. All right. Bernard Mack is saying, what's the solution? What should we do? What can you do? I'm just telling you what I can't tell you what to do. I'm telling you what I would do. My number one mission is to get home.
Get home.
All right. Now, again, I will say this. Sometimes it don't matter what you do, especially depending on which state you're in. And sometimes it doesn't matter. Because I honestly believe that some of these motherfuckers, dark road at night, no one around, they may be thinking, yo, look, I can get away with this. For all we know, you dig what I'm saying? But what I'm also saying is You have to do what's right on your end.
Right.
And unfortunately, Duante, he made a bad decision because he made a bad decision. And you add the fact that this bitch was incompetent on top of that, the result is his death. And that's fucked up. He made a bad, let's be consistent, ladies and gentlemen, please. He made a bad decision. Did he not make a bad decision? Was that a good decision? Can anyone say that this was a good decision, him trying to flee the scene? Was that a good decision? Think about that. Who in the chat would have tried to run?
I'm beating. Like I said, man, like I said, there's no way in hell Lincoln and Kennedy do something like that. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's just stupid, man.
You can't do that. You can't do that.
That's dumb. That's dumb. The first thing, if he survived this and just was paralyzed, I'd be like, all right, she tried to grab the taser and shot him. The brother's alive. But I would have to ask him, bro, why did you try and run, man?
Oh, Caesar don't believe he made a bad decision. Call in, Caesar. I'm interested in what you got to say. Caesar said he didn't make a bad decision.
Oh, okay.
I'm interested in that. Caesar says, and he also says in the super chat, little bro hands was behind his back, and he damn near handcuffed. He didn't resist arrest until she grabbed him.
Okay, so you all right. Remember what I said about the 5 force options, right? And I'm telling you what's in writing. I'm telling you what's in writing. He ain't try. The brother says he ain't try to run until she shoot him. What? I don't get that.
So he was shot before he got in the car. I thought the video says showed. Correct me if I'm wrong. He pulled away, and then she came around. He's calling in. Hold up. Perfect. Okay. Good.
I'm gonna look, man. I really hate this. I'm gonna pull up the video right now and I'm gonna look at it. Cause I'm gonna be honest with you, I didn't even watch it because it pissed me off. Because I'm like, yo, here we go again.
Here we go. He's calling in. Yeah, SS. Okay. There you go, SS. What's up?
Okay.
What's happening?
Hey, what's up?
What's good, brother?
What's good? I'm calling in.
Talk to me about the video.
My boy scored the winning run today, so I'm gassed. I'm happy.
Who scored the winning run?
My son.
Oh, congratulations, man.
He had his first baseball game.
Turn us down in the background. Turn us down in the background.
I'm looking at the video right now.
I'm muting you right now.
Thank you.
Shorty little bro hands was behind his back, and the cop, the male cop that damn near had one cuff on him. Mm-hmm. And he turned around and then Shorty grabbed him. He never was like aggressively resisting until she grabbed him. Like he was, all you got to do is cuff him and he's subdued. He got out the car and put his hands behind his back voluntarily.
He did. I'm looking at it right now. He got the cuffs.
The same thing with George Floyd. George Floyd was in the police car.
Oh wait, hold on. No, wait, hold on, brother. Hold on, brother. I'm looking at the video right now. Yeah, she fucked up. No. Oh, okay, look. All right, I paused it right now. Let me tell you what I just saw. Couple of problems here. All right. Number one, he's out the car, right? Male officer has the cuffs out, right? I'm looking right at it right now. He got one cuff on. No. He tried to put one on. She's assisting him. Oh, really? Okay, when she went to assist him, he snatched away and tried to get into the car. Huh? Say again?
His hands was behind his back.
All right, no. Now watch this. He broke away. I'm looking right at it, brother. He broke away and went to get back in the car seat.
Broke away.
Huh?
His hands was behind his back. When she grabbed him,
bro. I'm looking right at the video. I'm telling you what I'm seeing. His hands was behind the back. The officer had the cuffs out. She went to go assist. He snatched his hands away and went back to go sit in the car aggressively.
What I'm saying is she didn't have to assist if my hands was behind my back. Like,
what do you mean she
don't need to come grab me?
Wait a minute. What do you mean she didn't have to assist?
His hands was behind his back.
The cuffs weren't on. The cuffs weren't on.
But okay, if I'm putting my hands behind my back, what am I letting you do? What am I telling you? Like, all right, you can cuff me.
Okay, so why did he snatch away? Why did he snatch away?
We see 3 or 4 cops on somebody grabbing them, talking about stop resisting. We got one cop grabbing somebody's left arm, the other cop grabbing somebody's right arm. Like, who's in? It's too many people saying the same.
All right, I'm asking you a question. Because I'm going somewhere. I'm asking you a question. Why did he snatch his arm away and try to get back in the car?
Because she ain't grabbed him. It became aggressive when she grabbed him.
No, he didn't.
Aggressive until she grabbed him.
I'm looking at the video.
I've looked at the video. I'm not talking out of my ass. I've looked at the video. It was
I'm looking right at the video. I'm looking at the video right now as we speak. All right.
It was not aggressive until she grabbed him. All I'm saying is,
all right, listen to what I'm saying. You see, because this is the problem we have. This is the problem we have. I'm telling you proper protocol. She is within her right to assist her coworker, is what I'm saying.
But listen, look, not when the person is voluntarily being subdued. He put his hands behind his back. The cop didn't grab his hand and put it behind his back. He put his hands behind his back.
She went to assist him, and she went to assist him, and
so
he snatched his arm away.
You put your hands behind your back voluntarily.
Why did he snatch his arm away? I'm missing that.
He didn't snatch his arm away until she grabbed him. You don't put your hands behind your back.
Did you hear me just say that she's within her right to assist her coworker? You know she's within her right to do that, right?
The same shit happened with George Floyd. He was in.
Hold on. I'm not talking about George Floyd. I'm talking about this.
I know you're not bringing it up. I'm bringing it up. I'm telling you, these cops be doing too much.
No. Stay right here for a minute, because then we can go to George Floyd. I'm talking about stay right here for a minute. Stay right here for a minute, brother.
His hands are behind his back. I'm watching the video right now.
His hands are behind his back. She went to assist her coworker, and I'm just looking at him snatch away and go back to the car.
She don't need to even come assist. His hands was already behind his back.
Whoa, bro. What do you mean she don't need to?
Go back. What? Replay. His hands was behind his back. He didn't resist until she came over there.
Look, I'm going in order because I'm going to tell you where he messed up and where she fucked up, because she did fuck up.
Everybody
Fred, bring it back.
He ran. He didn't run until he got shot. He got in the car and pulled up. Look. He gets out the car. His hands are already behind his back.
Mm-hmm.
Almost got a cuff on him. Like, what's taking
almost got a cuff on. He got a cuff. She's assisting, which within her right. Now tell me where, brother. Tell me where he's within his right.
His hands behind his back.
Tell me where. Boom, right there. Tell me where. Why did he do that?
No.
Tell me why he did that.
He was cool. He was cool.
Why did he do that? Now here's where she fucked up.
Because he came over there. Why she come over there when he was already like cuffed me?
Dude. See, I'm actually trying to teach you something.
Yeah,
I'm trying to teach you something, brother. Because if you're agreeing with what he just did, hold on, brother. If you're agreeing with what this man did, that could have been you.
That could have been me, because I know what.
I'm telling you, he messed.
That me, because I know I wouldn't have went to jail for nothing but for fucking 6 hours. Like, so let's go. Like, I'm not tripping.
Okay. Okay. So you wouldn't have went to jail for nothing but 6 hours, right? Why? Because you wouldn't have did what he did, right?
Hell no.
Okay. Thank you. Case closed. Boom.
That's not case closed.
It is case closed. You just said you wouldn't have did what he did.
Put my hands behind my back.
Okay. So you wouldn't have did what he did, though, right? What did he do wrong to get him shot?
If another cop grabs me, if I'm voluntarily putting my hands behind my back, and another cop walks up and starts grabbing me, then I'm be like, why the fuck is it 2 cops when I'm voluntarily putting my hands behind my back?
Bro, do you know you just proved my point?
No, I didn't prove your point. His hands was behind his back.
All right. Let's go through this. And I know this is an emotional thing. All right. I know this is an emotional thing, but what I'm trying to do is get you to understand that your main objective is to get home, brother.
I know
your main objective is to get home.
I'm 37 years old. I'm from Chicago. I've been to jail, all that shit. I understand.
Okay, so you've been to jail, so you understand that. Guess what? I'm 45 years old from the Bronx. I've never been to jail, but I locked up a few people. So what? And I'm telling you from the other side. I'm telling you from the other side, dude. You're talking from an emotional standpoint, and I get that. What I'm trying to do is help you understand that
it's over with. Cuff me and we done. Now, if I got my hands and I'm expressing it and I'm throwing my hands in the air, then yeah, come over and assist your officer. You're saying
that wouldn't have been you, good brother. You saying that wouldn't have been you, but you also said I asked you to point out, what did he do wrong? Tell me what he did wrong.
Was he acting aggressive at all when he got out?
I asked you a very simple question. What did he do wrong?
Nothing.
What did he do wrong? He didn't do nothing wrong?
He didn't do nothing until she came over. So you basically saying if you was on duty, you would have shot him.
I didn't say that.
No, you said you was a cop, so you would have shot him.
I didn't say that. So no, bro. What you're saying is he did nothing wrong. So he was within his right to jerk away from the police officer and get into his vehicle aggressively. That's what you're saying?
No, I'm trying to see where you stand with it because you're a
dog. I asked you a very simple question, my brother. I asked you, was he within his right? Did he have a constitutional right to avoid an arrest?
He never avoided. How am I avoiding arrest if I put my hands behind my back?
He jerked away from the officer and jumped in the car. How did he get in the car seat, bro? How did he get in the car seat?
The car seat until she came over. That's what I'm trying to get you.
Was he? Now listen carefully. Was he? Because I'm talking to a person. No, listen to me carefully, brother. Brother, listen to me carefully, because you're not listening. I'm talking to you from a legal standpoint, and I'm talking to a person who you've openly said is from Chicago, who's did some time in jail. So we're talking from two different sides of the spectrum. I'm trying to talk to you how to save your life, and you're giving me emotion. Okay, because what I don't want is for this to happen to you, brother.
I'm watching a video and Shorty did nothing wrong. How do you do something wrong when you put your hands behind your back? How are you doing anything wrong if your hands are already behind your back? You can't punch anybody behind your back. You can't physically harm anybody with your hands behind your back, correct? So what did he do?
How did he end up in his car, brother?
He ended up in the car and she came over. He wasn't in the car till she came over.
Listen to me very carefully. Was he within his legal right to snatch away and try to evade the arrest? Yes or no?
He was in his legal right to find out what's going on, why she coming over.
He was within his legal right? Be careful what you're saying to me.
I mean, my hands are behind my back. Why is she coming over?
Did they say he was under arrest?
My arm if my hands behind my back.
Hold on. Did they say he was under arrest?
I don't know. I didn't hear the audio.
You don't know? Okay, all right. Now he had a warrant. Hold on, brother. He had a warrant. Did he not?
Then he had a warrant.
Okay,
he was under arrest.
So he was under arrest, right?
Right.
Okay, so what was the snatching away for?
Listen, he didn't snatch away till she came over. Why was his hand behind his back?
Okay, so it don't matter if the third cop came over.
If I got a warrant and I know I'm under arrest, I'm running off top. I'm not gonna let you put my hands behind my back and then think about running. Like fuck it, I'm gone. Let's make it a chase off top. I'm not gonna let you put my hands.
Wait, hold on. Let's make it a chase.
Yeah, if I know I got a warrant and I know you finna arrest me, then let's do it. I'm not finna let you put my hands behind my back.
Brother, oh my God. Jesus Christ.
What he got to do with it?
Brother,
like if
are
I
you
know
serious?
I'm finna run, if I know I'm finna get arrested, I'm gonna run on top. Why I'm finna put my hands behind my back?
Okay, all right, fine.
You thinking like a cop, so you trying to justify this bullshit.
No, I'm trying to keep brothers alive out here, man. I'm trying to keep brothers alive. Now, The other part of the video.
If Shorty has some,
the other part of the video.
Have,
the other part of the video. Her dumb ass. Taser, got the wrong goddamn force option in her hand. That was her mistake.
All I'm gonna say, Shorty wasn't hip to certain shit. A weed offense, a warrant on a weed offense, bro, you not finna do no time. You not finna do 6 months, year, none of that bullshit. You ain't gotta react like that. I was fortunate enough to have OGs to kind of put me hip to legal ramifications, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't got a trip. You gonna do whatever. Every day in county is 2 days. This, that, and the third.
Jesus Christ.
It wasn't like it was a murder warrant or armed robbery warrant.
Bro, I want you to understand. You just said on this show that you would rather run. You know, I can't identify with any of that, right?
If most of the time when you have a warrant, you kind of know what your warrant for. Like, damn, I ain't paid no speeding tickets or whatever. I know I got a warrant for that shit. I didn't go to court for some weed shit. I know what I got a warrant for. You know what I'm saying? Most of the time when you have a warrant, you know why you have that warrant.
Right.
So Shorty know the warrant wasn't for a killing or armed robbery, then it's not that bad of a deal.
Bro, I'm still stuck on you saying that you would have ran. For what?
So somebody said, single mama talk, you crazy as fuck. I had my dad. What was that?
This brother just took your advice, and he's dead now. This brother just did what you said you would do, and he's dead. If he took my
advice, I'd have been like, Shorty, don't trip. You're gonna get out of jail in 6 hours.
Okay, don't trip. You're gonna get out of jail in 6 hours, right? So then you see what happened when he made the decision. So you would agree that when he made the decision to take flight, you see what happened, right? And that's what I want these brothers to avoid, because she's an asshole.
He didn't take flight until she put his hands on him. He didn't do shit. His hands was behind his back.
Dogs, do you understand? You just proved my entire point.
How do I prove your entire point when his hands was behind his back?
Because she is an asshole, and now this man is dead.
Okay, so when did he resist? Until she came around. He didn't resist initially.
Dude,
he never initially resisted.
Is anything I'm saying is registering? Do you understand what I'm saying? Do you understand what I'm saying?
I hear you, but no, I don't.
A man that made a bad decision came across an asshole cop that's incompetent, and the result was him dying.
He didn't make no bad decision, man. Shorty ass talking about, I got a taser. She clearly got it done. Everything was on her.
So what you're doing is him snatching away and trying to take flight, because fight or flight, all right? Him snatching away and trying to hop in the car and leave the situation. That was the right thing to do.
If she would have stood back and not touched him, his hands was behind his back, he'd have been cuffed.
Brother.
The cop already had the cuffs in his hand.
Brother. I can already see, no matter what I say to you, the cop is wrong. And what I'm telling you is, in this sense, she was wrong for pulling out the wrong force option. But what I'm telling you is, if he did not pull away and tried to flee the scene, it wouldn't have gotten to where it was. That's what I'm telling you. She's already an asshole. She's already probably a racist. Already. But what I'm saying is, his job was to make sure he got home. And he failed because the brother's dead. Because he made a decision to take flight. And it failed, brother. That's what I'm telling you. That's what I'm telling you. He made a decision and it cost him his life. Because he came across an asshole cop. Huh?
You put a bullet through my side. I'm not finna just stay there. You just put a bullet through my side.
Okay, well, listen. You could take that position if you want to, but he didn't. Look at him now. Look at him now. There's no coming back from this.
He's dead. He's dead.
He's dead. He's dead.
Shouldn't have touched him.
He's dead, man.
These cops
because he made a decision. He made a decision to take flight. He made a decision. Brother, he made a decision to take flight, and it cost him his life, man. That's the point that I'm trying to make. We gotta be better.
She should have stood back. She should have stood back. He wasn't aggressive till she came closer, till she grabbed him.
Dude, define aggression. Because I'm gonna tell you what happened.
Did you watch that?
Because you're looking at the video, I could tell you what happened.
I could tell you what happened. I watched it.
Aggression doesn't necessarily mean he turned around and started throwing punches. Aggression was him trying to haul ass.
What are you talking about? He didn't try to haul ass. The door was open. Where was he gonna run to?
How the hell did he get in the seat, man?
Where was he gonna run to?
How did he get in the seat?
The car doors open. The cop is standing there. Where was he hauling ass to? He was standing right there. What the fuck are you talking about?
He wasn't standing. He got shot when he was in the car. Why did he run to the seat? Why did he run to the car seat? What was he doing?
There was nowhere for him to run to but the seat.
You just said he didn't try to run. Now he ran to the seat.
There was nowhere for him to run to. He was boxed.
So why did he run back to the car seat?
What do you mean run back to the car seat? It all happened in front of the car seat.
Okay, so why did he end up in the car seat, brother?
He wasn't at the trunk of the car.
Why did he end up in the car seat? Why did he go there?
Because he was at the car seat. He didn't run anywhere. He wasn't at the trunk of the car. He was at the car seat. Watch the video. He's right in front of the car seat.
I just watched the video 5 times when we was talking.
And he's right in front of the car seat, correct?
Mike Weary the Great, exactly. Logic versus emotion. Logic versus emotion. I'm trying to give you a lesson on how to probably stay alive when you make decisions like Duante made, and you come across racist, and trigger happy cops. This is the result.
And it's all on how you carry yourself. If you keep it cool, boom, let's go to jail. Fuck it.
Boom. Did he keep it cool? Did he keep it cool? Did he keep it cool?
His hands was behind his back.
Huh?
His hands was behind his back.
I didn't ask you that. I said, did Duante keep it cool?
Don't put their hands behind their back.
Did Duante keep it cool? Is what I'm asking.
My hands not finna behind my back.
Did Duante keep it cool? Yes or no?
Yeah.
He did? Then why is he dead?
Because of neglect, a negligent ass, bitch ass cop with a police mentality.
Okay, so he got shot while standing outside.
Basically.
No, that's not. No. He got shot sitting in the car. You know, where he tried to remove.
He didn't try nothing. He was
from getting arrested. When he tried to flee from getting arrested.
There's nowhere for him to go. He's boxed in. She's standing there. The cop's standing in front, and the door's open. He didn't get this shit. Didn't go from the trunk to the driver's seat. It started at the driver's seat.
Bro.
It ended there.
Bro, I'm trying to give information to help these brothers and sisters get closer to living.
I'm trying to get you. If it started at the trunk and Shorty ran away, then okay, then yeah, he did.
Hold on, good brother. Hold on. Bernard Mack. All right, you're out of your mind, brother. You're out of your mind. I'm giving detailed information, and all I want my people to do is do the best they can to get the fuck home. Okay? Do the best that they can to get home. All right? Do the best that they can to get home.
And that's facts. That's all I'm saying.
Do the best you can by trying to flee from a fucking arrest. You do not do the best you can by trying to flee from an arrest with these stupid ass racist cops out here. The probability of you getting shot, of you getting shot and killed raises when you do shit like that.
He never tried to flee. His hands was behind his back.
Jesus Christ. We're looking at 2 different videos.
I'm looking at the same video. He didn't try to
you're
flee,
not.
so
No,
she
you're not.
came
He
over,
didn't get shot standing outside the car.
When he got shot, then I mean,
He got
shit,
shot.
what, you gonna
He got
stand
shot when he
around?
tried to get into the car and leave. That's what
He
happened.
got shot in the car. All this shit happened in the car seat. It didn't happen from the trunk to the driver, the passenger door. None of that shit. All happened.
So where was he trying to get handcuffed?
seat.
He was trying to get handcuffed when he was standing outside the car, right?
The bitch said, "I shot him." My man said, "Oh wow."
No, bro. I asked you a very simple question. He didn't get shot standing outside the car, right?
He got shot. He got shot in the car seat.
Okay, so where was he trying to get it? When they were handcuffing him, where was he at?
He was right in front of the car door, right in front of the driver's
Standing
side
up,
door.
standing up, right? Standing up.
Correct.
Okay,
Correct.
so how did he get shot in the car seat?
There's nowhere for him to go.
No. You're skipping by a whole thing, good brother. You're skipping by a whole thing.
This brother and all that shit. Don't cut me off. There was nowhere for him to go when he got aggressive, but the car seat. There was
Wait. There was nowhere for him to go when he got aggressive.
Huh?
There was nowhere for him to go when he got aggressive. That's what you just said.
He got aggressive because she grabbed him. That's when he started to.
Okay.
And I don't want to say he resisted arrest. He was right. He's probably like, why is she grabbing me when I'm voluntarily, my hands are behind my back? Like, your hands don't go from behind your back.
Define aggressive.
Huh?
Define aggressive, because you use that word aggressive.
Listen, define it. Listen.
Define
his
aggressive.
hands were behind his
you
back.
said there was nowhere for him to go when he got aggressive,
that's a submissive position. To put your hands behind your back is a submissive position.
Brother, how did he get from standing outside into the car seat? You just skipped all of that.
It all happened in one spot. It's not like he ran.
How did he get into the car seat? Was he shoved into the car seat or did he run into the car seat?
In a tussle, who knows? It was only one spot for him to go.
Well, we saw the video. What do you mean in the tussle? Who knows? We saw the video. We just watched the video.
What other spot was it for him to run to with the door open and a cop standing in front of him and another cop standing on the side?
How did he get into it?
What spot was it for him to run to?
How did he get into the car seat, brother?
Bro, you're not even listening to me, bro. Where was he at? In front of the car seat.
Oh, Jesus Christ. All right.
It's not like he ran to the car seat.
Listen.
Did he run to the car seat?
Listen. Thank you, Valiant. Why is she grabbing me? Because he's under arrest.
This shit makes sense to you because you think like a cop. You've been through that.
No, I think like a human being. I've gotten through the 90s, brother, in New York City. Successfully not getting arrested.
In LA. So
well, that's great. But here's the difference. You've gone to prison. I haven't. Ding dong.
Okay, you put niggas in prison.
But I wasn't a cop all my life. You've gone to prison. I haven't. Now how's that? And we're both black. And we're both black. How was I able to avoid getting arrested and you wasn't?
I said, nigga, I don't know what you did. I mean, you didn't do what I did. You don't
know, but how was I able to avoid getting arrested? How about this, brother?
You didn't live my life.
Exactly. Was you locked? You was locked up justifiably. I'm assuming, right?
My reason why I was locked up was totally different. No, I mean, shit, I was locked up for what I did. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah, I know exactly what you're saying. I know exactly what you're saying.
Understood. Like I told you earlier, I was lucky enough to have certain OGs tell me, like, listen, if this shit, don't even trip. You gonna do probably 6 hours, get processed, I-bond, get a court date, you good. I had other niggas to tell me this, that, and the third. So I don't know what Shorty's life was. Is like, don't trip over it or whatever, obviously. But I'm telling you, Shorty didn't run.
I had OGs told me to go to school and stay out the street. That's the difference.
What?
I had OGs telling me to stay in school and stay the fuck out the street. That's
hey, man, nigga, hey, people got different options. I mean, the streets exist for a reason. That's what's up. That's a good. I'm happy it happened for you like that. But the streets exist. So I can't. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know exactly what you're saying.
That's your life, bro. The streets exist.
Yeah. That's the difference between you and I. Choices, right? We make choices.
Absolutely. Choices.
Yeah,
and
we make great choices.
And I'm still straight. Good father, everything. I'm straight.
Uh-huh.
So I'm glad you had good choices. I'm glad you here. We can talk right now. I'm glad you didn't get shot on duty.
That's right. I'm glad you ain't get blicked off in those streets because you learned from that, did you not?
Exactly.
Okay.
But we not talking about me or you. I'm gonna respect you like you respect me. You're a brother, cool. We're not talking about me or you. I'm just talking about shorty ass was in a subdued position. Same thing with George Floyd. He was in the police car. No, he was in the police car and the cop grabbed him from the other side and pulled him out. What kind of shit is that, bro? I'm already in the squad car. Why the fuck is another cop grabbing me? Y'all be too overzealous and too excited. Doing too much.
Go ahead, I'm listening.
That's all. I mean, that's sex. Like, how's one nigga gonna get in the squad car from one side and get pulled out the other side?
We talking about George Floyd now?
I'm just talking about another incident in the same spot where these cops is hella excited and overdoing it and doing too much. Yes, we're talking about George Floyd.
All right, so now you want to talk about George Floyd. Okay. All those niggas need to go to jail.
Exactly. But my thing,
every last one of them.
I'm not disagreeing with you, but George Floyd got put in the squad car on one side, and he ended up on a whole nother side. So one of them cops had to pull him out of that car, right? That's exactly what I'm talking. I'm talking about where they at, Minnesota. All these cops be doing too goddamn much.
All the cops in Minnesota do too much. I wouldn't know. I've never been to Minnesota. I'm asking.
Shit, I've been a long time ago, but obviously we got two incidents in that same area, in that same city, where cops is just doing too much, man. I ran into cool cops, kept it a buck with me. This and this. All right, let's go. And I ran into asshole cops.
What makes a cool cop?
I mean, shit, it depends on the situation, man. A cop that understands certain situations.
What kind of situations? Give me an example.
I mean, shit. Okay, I got pulled over and I was drinking Hennessy, everything. I was drinking. I know I was fucked up. I was fucked up. Got pulled over. The cop did everything, field sobriety test. I'm a big nigga. I'm 6'5", 290. I was coherent in everything. He told me, if you blow over a .08 or a .8, I gotta take you in. But if you blow anything under, I'll let you go. I blew that shit. It said .04 or .4 or whatever. He let me go. That was an understanding cop. That was a cool cop. I didn't get a DUI.
Okay, but if he had did his job and locked you up, he wouldn't have been cool?
Huh?
If he did his job and locked you up, would he have been cool?
If I blew over the .8 limit, he did his job. I wouldn't have been like, a bitch ass nigga and all that shit. He would have did his job.
Okay. So he's cool because you weren't over the limit, so he's cool.
He understood. Yeah, he's cool. Hell yeah, he was cool. I ain't getting a DUI. Hell yeah, he was cool.
All right. So wait, hold on. Was you over the limit or under the limit?
I was under the limit. You can still take somebody in. You can still detain somebody even under the limit. You can still give somebody public intoxication or anything. He let me go. He let a nigga drive off.
But if he detained you, if he went that route, he wouldn't have been cool?
I mean, he would have been doing his job. I'm not dealing. You trying to mix it up in emotion. You trying to get me to be like, hell no, he wasn't.
No, I'm just asking.
He would have been doing his job then.
My question is, what makes a cool cop? Because you just said you was driving and you was partially intoxicated.
Some shit he could have locked me up for. Justifiable.
Justifiable. That's what I'm saying. So right there, you just took accountability. If he went the other way, you'd understood.
I never said I didn't.
Okay.
I never said
so
I
I'm
didn't
just
take accountability.
bro, that's I'm just trying to understand what makes a cool cop, because I hear some people say that, and I'm just trying to get from them what makes a cool cop.
He could have locked me up at that moment. He could have locked me up.
And a lot of the people that say, you know, what makes a cool cop, it's always the same story. Well, I did this, and that. Now listen carefully. I did this, and that, where I could have gone to prison and the cop didn't lock me up. It's always that story. And it's like, and I asked them, you know, look, what if they did their job? Would that have made them cool? And they get stuck. You know what I mean? And it's like, okay,
they still doing their job. Mm-hmm. They would have still been doing their job. If I'd have blew over a .8 and got locked up, he still would have been doing his job. If he still would have took me in for blowing a .4, he still would have been doing his job.
Okay. You couldn't have took an Uber that night, brother?
He still would have been doing his job.
Saying you couldn't have called Lyft or something? Why would you
go? What?
I mean, you couldn't have took an Uber or called Lyft that night? Because you could have killed somebody.
For all that.
I'm saying you could have killed somebody. You know, you're driving partially intoxicated, brother.
Listen, bro, now you bringing us here. You got a cop mentality because you bringing us to some extra shit. This shit was damn near 8 years ago. I didn't kill nobody. You want some? Okay. You trying to bring up some shit?
I'm just asking, bro. I'm just asking questions.
Cop,
that's
bro.
how I do.
Like only a cop will bring up me trying to kill somebody and some bullshit like that, bro. Like,
bro, I would have known you've been drunk driving unless you said something. You brought up the story, not me.
Into some shit that didn't happen, bro. Like, that's the problem. Brother, you really think like a cop, bro.
Brother, you brought up the story. I asked what makes a cool cop, and you brought up the story.
Drunk. I'm not drunk. Cool out, shorty. I'm not drunk.
Bro, you putting out cases on yourself. I asked you what makes a cool cop, and you brought up the example. You could have said anything.
What do you mean?
And this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. We just said we all make decisions, right?
Oh,
we all make decisions.
Who the fuck is these niggas in the chat? I'm a snitch.
Pay no attention to the chat. That's what they do. That's what they do. Pay no attention to the chat.
Paying attention to the chat. I'm paying attention to it too. Relax.
No, they clown us. They clown me. They gonna clown you, man. We had some niggas stuttering calling up here. We clowned that nigga for like a half hour, brother. Don't pay no mind to the chat. That shit was hilarious.
I've been here for a minute too. I don't know what happened to my wrench, Fred.
We ought to do chatter. We ought to do chatter. And let me get to the super chat out the way. Woke the truth, man. That's like seeing the Fury video and saying we didn't see his gloves. The man pulled from the cop, jumped in the car to flee. Why run if you know you have a warrant? And NWA 843 said, God bless this brother. God bless Caesar. God bless you, Caesar.
Oh, shit, I'm blessed. Nigga, a 3-bedroom house, my son's career home there. I'm highly blessed, highly favored. Nigga, XRP went to damn near $2. I'm high, nigga. Yeah, I'm hella blessed.
That's awesome. You know, look, man, I just want my people to be safe because
I want to be safe too. But the shit don't make sense, man. We getting killed. We getting killed for literally doing nothing. We getting killed for literally doing nothing.
All right, so this brother got
air fresheners.
This brother lost his life.
He had air fresheners in his rear view. Come on, man. Why the fuck?
Man.
We getting killed for doing nothing. We can't do nothing.
All right, let's do a little exercise. Let's do a little exercise. All right, I want the chat's participation. Okay. I'm pretty much sure that everyone understands what I'm trying to say, and I'm gonna state my case just really quick. All right. I need my people to be safe, and I want the chat's participation. Okay. I need the people to comply the best way that they can, because the flip side is you got a lot of coward cops out here who are fucking trigger happy and they're incompetent. That bitch is incompetent. There's no way you can tell me that she didn't know the difference between her Glock 17 and her taser. And now this poor brother's dead. And on the flip side, all right, he had a warrant and he tried to flee the scene. I'm sure everyone understands what I'm trying to say. So here's what we're going to do.
I was going to try to flee the scene until she got involved.
Okay,
he didn't try to do none of that shit until she got involved.
Chat, press 1 if you agree with me. Press 2 if you agree with this good brother on the phone.
You just told me you don't give a fuck about what the chat say. Now we voting on the chat?
We are. I want chat participation. I need to know that I'm not bugging.
I know I'm not bugging. This nigga get pulled over for air fresheners. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Okay, we're not talking about that. We're not talking about that. We're talking about.
We are because
are you looking at the chat?
Like,
look at the chat.
Look at the chat. A cool cop would have been like, I'm not fucking dealing with
the chat. Look at the chat.
Listen, the chat, you can be booming. That's cool.
Look at the chat.
That shit don't matter to me. Bro.
Look at the chat. No, it don't matter to you, but you was all in it just a second ago. Look at the chat.
You was in it too.
Okay. Go ahead. Look. There you go. Some nigga put 9.
I mean, no, listen, this ain't no voting situation. Like, this nigga giggling and shit. He think like a cop, bro. Listen, folks ain't pull away.
Oh,
this nigga Mark put 72.
This nigga giggling. Oh, God. This nigga sound like Blue Blood and shit when that nigga start giggling and shit. Oh, man.
Oh, my God.
Oh, man. Hey, salute to the barbershop. Help the young brother,
salute
man.
To the barbershop.
Hey, Taylor, one, nigga, one.
I'm still in here every night.
Oh, man.
I still came home dealing with the cops. I came home every time, even if I didn't, whatever process in and out. So I don't know. Shorty ass wasn't being aggressive till she came over. He didn't pull away from the cop when it was just one cop on him.
Okay, so he was Chad, I want y'all to hear this. He was justified in trying to flee, and look where it got him. Him trying to flee.
He never tried to flee until she came over and popped his ass.
Him trying to flee, plus a stupid, incompetent fucking cop cost him his life.
He didn't get shot in the back. He didn't get shot running. He got shot when they pushed him into the car.
Okay.
Oh, man, can we get the fight? Can we get a closing argument, man? Can we get a closing?
I'm good, bro.
Oh, man.
I'm good. I'm good, man.
Any final words, Caesar?
Oh, man, I'm good, man. Shout out to the barbershop in the chat. I feel like this is the longest time I fuck with y'all, man. Talking and shit.
Yeah, appreciate it.
But I'm good, man.
Appreciate you, man.
Yeah, I feel like the Terminator. You know, what was that? What's the famous Terminator line? Come with me if you want to live.
Hey, I'm about to edit this shit.
I'm living. My birthday in June. I'm living. I'm good.
Happy born day, bro.
I'm still here.
All right. Yeah, I guess y'all pick who y'all want to listen to, man. I mean, man. All right, whatever, man. Good, man.
All right, be smooth. I'm out.
Appreciate you, Caesar.
Mm-hmm. Oh man. Yikes. Hey, listen, man.
Yes.
That bitch, that cop bitch is an asshole. Let's not get it fucked up. She's an asshole. She's an incompetent, dumb, stupid piece of shit. Mm-hmm. Let's not get it confused. She fucked up. But I really, really, really wish the brother didn't try to flee the scene.
No, I'm with you on that. I'm definitely with that. I was trying to say it's Wednesday. Whenever I was yesterday, I was trying to have that conversation, or maybe it was Monday. Shout out to everyone in the chat. Everything is blurry to me right now. Just testing to see if this works. It works, but it would have worked better if you would have put 2 more zeros in that motherfucker. If you would have. It worked, dog. Hey, we got to be, man. Appreciate you, Deacon 305, man. Appreciate you, big homie. Hey, what's up? That's Diggity. What's up?
Yo, what's up, man? You can hear me?
Yeah, we hear you very well, man. What you got? First time calling, right?
Yeah, first time calling, yo. Yeah, I just discovered this yesterday.
Welcome to the show.
When'd you find out about the channel? I got you next, DB. When'd you find out?
I don't know, man. I'll be on YouTube all damn night, just scrolling stuff.
Yeah, that came up. Appreciate it. Hit that subscribe. Go ahead.
No doubt, I did. I got you.
Thank you.
But I gotta agree with the other dude, that the Caesar guy. I don't know where he was coming from with that. That
You know
conversation
why I
was
know you
crazy.
agree, brother? Because I'm looking at your avatar.
Huh?
I know you agree with him because I'm looking at your avatar.
Oh. No, but
All these years, I never knew Drew had a giggle, man. This shit is hilarious. Hey, this nigga 6'8", muscles and shit. This nigga giggle. This nigga shoulders shaking and shit, dog.
Yo, I'm trying to hold him out. My wife done stuck her head out the room. She was like, nigga. I was like, all right, I'm sorry.
Oh, man.
This is fucking hilarious, man. But go ahead.
Yeah, he was a trip, yo. He was a trip. And the lady barely grabbed the guy, you know what I'm saying? She put her hand on him. That was about it. But the dude had it up in his mind already that he was gonna run as soon as he got out that car. As soon as he heard the cuffs, he was ready to run. Let's keep it real.
Yeah, he did, man. And sometimes
we got to take accountability for some of the stuff we do. You know,
it's all about interpretation, and there's just certain things that people are just not going to agree with. You know what I'm saying, based off of their prior experience. Like my brother right here in the chat, Dill Witt. He said, no one here ever ran from the police before. I don't subscribe to that because I was never in a position where I had to run from the police. You know what I'm saying? And don't get it messed up.
Definitely ain't running now.
Huh? What'd you say, bro?
I said, I definitely ain't running now. I ain't doing nothing.
Nah, man. Listen. Here's the deal. Look. In New York in the 90s, man, we had, and this was after the David Dinkins era, we had Rudolph Giuliani.
Yep.
So, was you here in the 90s?
Yeah, No, I wasn't there, but I know Giuliani. Yeah.
Man,
I'm from Jersey, so I know what you're talking about.
He had a slogan. He said, the nights belong to us. And I'm telling you, when that sun went down, those police were there was no Bloods, no Crips, no Nietas. Well, the Bloods and Crips wasn't in New York in the 90s, but the Deceps and the Autos and the Latin Kings, they were not the biggest gang. The NY fucking PD, the biggest gang, and they was rolling up and they were tossing you. There was a time my ex lived on Sheridan Avenue, right? And from her building to the D train was literally a block and a half. I got tossed meaning stop, question, and frisk 3 times from the time I left her crib before I got to the goddamn corner by 3 different sector cars. That was the 90s.
Yeah, it was the stop and frisk era. I remember.
And they were rude, okay? They were obnoxious. All of them were smaller than me, looking up at me. Oh yeah, you think you're tough? You think you're big? No. Here's my ID. I'm just trying to get home. Okay, whatever. And I'm not saying that because there is such a thing where no matter what you do, it won't be right.
Of course.
Because there are some police that say, you know what, I'm going to get me one tonight. Saying, oh yeah, read what Blue Blood just said. TNT Tuesday.
Yep.
Jump out, boys. I'm telling you, all you had to be is at the right block at the right time, and they will come and fuck you up. I'm telling you. I understand. I understand. All right. Now, Giuliani had New York fucked up. I ain't even gonna lie. It was hard being a teenager or a young adult, black at that, black or brown at that. Okay, it was fucked up. So I get it, man. Don't think that I'm just out here capping for police, hook or crook. Giuliani was an asshole.
Big time.
But I asked the good brother, I said, define what a cool cop is. And the first thing that he gave was a story where he was on the brink of breaking the law and the cop let him rock. And that's just strange to me. You get what I'm saying? That's strange. You know what I'm saying? Cool cop to me was Mr. Halton around the way, making sure the kids ain't fight after school, telling us that we could be all we could be, and telling us how great we were for being black. And I was coming from a black officer who had a white partner. That's a cool cop to me. I don't have a story saying, oh man, a cool cop was when, yeah, man, I stuck up this lady and he said, yo, man, I understand you trying to eat, man. Just go home. Just give me back her shit and go home.
Right.
And that's a problem with our people. We be wrong and strong. And what I saw in the video, okay, the brother tried to flee. And my whole point is, damn, bro, why'd you try and do that?
Yeah, it was no need. I mean, a lot of dudes get scared because they gotta go to jail and all that. But listen, man, if you know you got that stuff, or you knew what the deal was, you got a warrant. You're gonna have to take that L, bro.
Yeah,
that's just it.
L,
you don't
man.
never want to take the L. You never want to take the L. That's the problem.
What happened was he ran into the wrong one. He ran into an piece of shit bitch who doesn't know the difference between her gun. Well, she says she didn't know the difference between her gun and her taser.
That's bullshit.
And now the brother's dead. And that's my point. We have to make our own better decisions. And of course, then you have the Philando Castile situation. Asshole cop. Completely wrong. Completely wrong. But what I'm saying is, with all of that, we have to make better decisions to do what we can do on our end to leave no doubt that we were in the right.
Yeah.
It seems like how we having this long debate now, that's going to be the fucking debate in the courtroom. Now they got that little bit to debate. Well, he tried to flee. He tried to flee. He tried to flee. And they didn't find. I asked earlier in the show, did they recover any weapons? No, they didn't.
Oh.
They didn't.
Have it.
You understand what I'm saying? They didn't recover any shit. And this is fucking crazy.
He just panicked. Like I don't understand why he did it, but unfortunately now he's not with us no more because of that dumbass cop that did some bullshit. She wasn't right.
Let me put emphasis on what you said. She's a dumbass cop. Dumbass cop. Dumbass. And they're gonna use anything and everything to try and help this bitch walk.
Oh hell yeah!
And everything. And that
you'd be lucky if she get 2 years.
The car. I asked the brother. He was getting handcuffed outside the car. How did he get inside the car? And we've been on the phone for a fucking hour. Hey, come on, man. Come on, man. We gotta do better, man. We gotta do better.
It's just like that situation with the army guy. When he got maced in the face. Hey, bro, listen, they coming to you with the blinkies out. Like, bro, get out the car, bro. It ain't that serious. Now, if that cop would have been that Minnesota cop, he wouldn't be alive right now.
You know what? That fucking cop got me so mad looking at that shit, man. I mean, that man fought for our country, and you made him like a fucking dog. That shit got me so pissed off.
That was disrespectful. They should never came out with their guns out and all that other shit. But when you in that situation and you see what type of level and what type of time they on, bro, just get out the car. It ain't worth it. Even though you ain't did nothing wrong.
You know what I say though?
Get out the car, bro.
You know what I say about that? The lieutenant, first of all, he ain't do nothing wrong. And he asked for ID, and he said he didn't want to reach in his pocket because he was scared. And I get that.
I get that, yeah.
I get that. You know what I'm saying? Look, that video right there, I hope he gets all the money.
He gonna get money. He gonna get it. He gonna get it.
And this poor brother, Duante, man, I hope his family gets blessed. I mean, he's not here no more, man. I hope they sue the shit out of him. I hope that bitch get 30 years in prison. That's just wishful thinking, man. But goddamn, man.
Well, that ain't gonna happen. She maybe get 2 to 3 years. That's probably it. Maybe.
This is fucked up, man.
It is. It is, man.
We don't need to be helping them, man. We don't, man. We don't need to be helping them. We gotta do a lot better, man.
A lot of people say, the cops is hunting us. I never kind of agree with that. It got some point and valid to that. I'd rather say they just looking for a reason to shoot us. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't say hunt. Because hunt is when you plan. Like, yo, me and Billy Bob gonna go down to the woods and we're gonna go kill us a deer. You know, they sit there and plan that. They buy hunting gear, they buy the hunting chairs, they put on them smells, you know, for the animals and all that. You know what I mean? That's hunting. This, what the cops are doing right now, they're just looking for a reason. You know what I mean? If we give them that reason.
They only hitting her with second-degree manslaughter?
Yeah.
Yeah, they only hit her with second degree.
Oh, my God.
And I think that's 10 years. That's the same thing Chauvin got. I think it's only 10 years. She's probably only going to do like 2 or 3.
We losing, boy. We losing.
Yeah.
We losing,
If
man.
she gets convicted, it might be 3 years at tops. That's probably all she going to do. 3 years tops. Just like the Amber Geiger chick. Go up into some man's crib, buck him, and she going to get 5 years. I think she about to come home now.
Fucking crazy shit, man. And you see
somebody else's house. You go to somebody else's house,
man.
That shit is wild.
It makes you sour, man. This is just sad, man. And I just really, really, really wish that, you know, man, there's just so much shit, man. It's so much shit, man. I mean,
wow.
I'm literally ready to move to the fucking moon. I'm tired of this shit. I'm tired of these fucking these people treating us like this, man. This is crazy.
They probably got them up there on the moon already. You never know.
The real estate is good over. Yeah, man. I heard they trying to make shit on Mars or some shit out. You know, they're talking about.
I don't know, bro. I don't know. It's crazy. This whole thing is wild.
That bitch
didn't.
Hey.
Not to change the subject, but it kind of relates. I just found out that these jurors from the Chauvin case is going home every day. I did not know that.
The who?
The Chauvin case, the George Floyd trial. You know the jurors are going home?
They're going home.
Yeah.
Oh, they don't go to a hotel. Like they don't go to a hotel or nothing like that.
Yeah, they don't go to the hotel. I couldn't believe that.
Go home and get influenced, man. This is, man. They setting up, man.
That's what I'm like. How's that possible? This big of a case, they go home?
That's crazy.
That was wild. Yeah, that's crazy. I'm like, what?
I didn't know that. I'm glad because I haven't been keeping up intentionally because if I watch one day of it, I'm stuck. So I've been.
The reason why I found out about it because I was watching it yesterday, and it was like the defense asked, can the jury be sequestered due to this new thing that just happened with the Duante thing, and the judge denied it. So I'm like, wait a minute, they wasn't sequestered between all this going on now.
I mean,
that shit wow.
Here's the thing, the Chauvin shit. Bottom line, with all the evidence, to me, and I know Reggie's been following this and posting on this very closely. This shit to me is open and shut, man.
Oh hell yeah!
This shit should be open and shut, man. I don't even know what all this shit should have been done in a week, in my opinion.
Pretty much.
And everything they tried to blame this guy for drugs and alcohol. I heard the latest thing, Reg. Did I hear it? Because I be at work and shit. They tried to blame exhaust fumes. I said,
yeah.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yep.
Exhaust fumes.
Tailpipe.
I mean, they hoping that if they throw enough shit to the water, something will stick. This is disgusting, man. This is disgusting, man. That man was fucking murdered. All four. Now, once Chauvin gets, I want all 4 of those motherfuckers. I want his other 3 co-workers. They all need to fucking go to prison.
Oh, shit. Yeah, he's right. I'll put it up here. And this, I got to get one more. I'm going to check one. I'm going to cross-reference it. So let me get another thing, and I'll show you guys. I just want to cross-reference it, though. But it says the Chauvin trial jury is currently supervised while in the courthouse, but can return home at night. They'll be sent to hotels during deliberation. I'm a cross-reference it, though. But yeah, that's right.
That is wild. How's that possible?
Yeah, it's
I fucking hate this
that's
place.
Scary, isn't it? Isn't that scary?
Yeah, like how's that possible? This big ass case like this.
And you don't want nothing touching them jurors, and you can afford it. Basically, I mean, I'm not saying you can afford it, but shit. I mean, man, my gosh.
Yeah, that's wild. I was tripping. I could have sworn they was like staying in a hotel this whole time.
I did
No
too.
TV.
No TV, no TV,
Yeah,
no
no
phone.
TV, no phones, none of that.
I thought so too. But they went home and watched CNN, and they watched that kid get shot, and they like they either saying, "Man, that's awful," or they saying, "I don't want them niggas in my neighborhood." Either one.
Fred,
and that's another thing. Can this new thing with Duante, can that affect this? Could they come back with a mistrial because they were like, oh, they was influenced by Duante? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, a whole bunch of things. Fred, what you think happens if Siobhan gets off?
I mean, honestly, it means nothing if we riot and do this because we're just in our own communities. I already know what's going to happen. It's going to be a nationwide riot for sure. It's going to be a nationwide riot, and it's just sad. Either we gonna burn it, either we burn it down, or nothing at all. And I think that we just really, really, really got to be as independent as possible, man. Like I'm thinking outside of it, bigger than the trial. Like find a way to be independent of this system, and only become a victim of this system when you get pulled over. You understand, but find ways to have independence of this system as best you can. And you may not be fully independent until you get to the next generation, but you've started the process for your kids and your grandkids, you know. But that's the only thing I can see, man, right now off the top of my head. I don't, because it will be like the 60s when the Watch riots, and then was it Chicago? What city was that? New York? Something like that. Yeah, it will be. It was Detroit. Excuse me, it was Detroit. Yeah, it will be especially in the big cities where the people outnumber the police, like L.A., Chicago, New York. You know, they go into the streets. And keep in mind, everyone is going to be in the streets waiting, but they're not going to tell us when the decision is going to be coming. I think they're going to lie. They're going to have to. There's no way. This is too big. It's no way they can tell us when they come in. I think it's gonna be like Joe Louis is fighting, and we all race to the TV, because there's no way they can announce the verdict, man. Like you ain't got enough plywood, you ain't got enough wood, you ain't got enough. I mean, it's too many people on pins and needles on this trial, man, worldwide.
I think he's only going to get like 3 to 5 years. They were probably going to hit him with like a 5 to 10 or something. We'll hit him with that manslaughter charge. I don't see him getting murder. I definitely don't see him getting that murder charge.
I think this is a slam. I don't think, like, and then when you got the jurors at home watching, they literally watching that white boy on Fox right now. What's the guy's name? Clayton Holmes. What's that dude name?
Tucker Carlson.
Yeah, thank you, Tucker Carlson. Yeah, like they're watching him, and he's like, you see what I'm saying? Like, I got to do this for my country. I got to do this for my brethren. You know what I mean? Like, we got to keep our dominance over them. We can't lose our privilege. So, we'll see, man. I don't know, because like I tell y'all every time when we get around something like this, I'm from the Rodney King era. I have no expectations. You know, like I saw with my own eyes 4 cops beat the shit out of them.
Yeah, I seen that too.
Now that took a lot of work, because that was before the smartphone era, man. That was somebody with a camcorder.
Yeah, thank God for him. Thank God for him.
Reggie
said
they're about to max Chauvin out, man. I hope so, bro.
I don't see how. I don't see how you can max him out, being that he's a cop. You understand what I'm saying? Not that he's not that he's not guilty, but I mean self-preservation. You understand?
He's not seeing that 40. He's not seeing that 40, bro.
You know what I mean? Like self-preservation is the law of the land, especially for police officers and this and that. They always can lean on, I was in fear for my life. You understand? Something in it could be 0.5% in fear of their life. Well, All you need is one juror.
Yep.
So
and that one juror, man, you know, we've seen it. Yeah, there's always that one or two jurors that say, "Yo, look, I just can't hang a cop."
Exactly,
and it's just like disgusting, man.
And then the OJ trial. How about that? How about Grandma? That was a juror on the OJ trial.
Mm-hmm.
He was getting off. She said from day one, OJ was getting off. Basically, you know, she says, "Oh, I when I was there, it was white versus black."
Yep.
She said it on ESPN. I saw it, my own eyes. So just as we were celebrating with our fists in the air, yeah, go black girl, go.
Mm-hmm.
Flip the coin. Go white girl, go.
Man,
Great.
Reggie said every cop in the police department testified against him. That's what I'm saying. The outcome of this is going to be so interesting, man. And I just hate that we still got to go through this in 2021. This is bullshit, man.
Yeah, it is.
Bullshit, man. You know, this guy's, and again, this shit is open and shut. It's a slam dunk. That lawyer who's defending Chauvin, he better take low budget bullshit cases after this, because this shit is defining him. How do you defend this guy? His only response should be, "Yo, it's just my job."
Mm-hmm.
That's all.
Yes.
I wasn't emotionally attached to this shit at all. It was just my job. That's all.
But if you don't get 20, he won. He did his job. If that dude don't get 20, he did his job, man. You know what I mean?
He did his job. He ain't getting that 20 neither.
Yeah, if he did. John Page say they killing us and we can't get the fights we want. Right.
Man, you know what?
Shit.
That is boxing.
Yeah, your boy ain't fought in 16 months, dog. It's going into 18 and 19. Because you can't fight in May. All the dates are done in June. Good luck. Hope you get a date in July. So.
Yeah, I just got some news. Something I'm gonna talk about in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. I want to spill these beans so bad. I'll wait till tomorrow, though.
Are you gonna do it in the morning?
Yeah, I'm gonna do it in the morning.
I'll be listening. I know what you're talking about. Go ahead and rock out.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. This shit is gonna be funny. But just remember, this is the year of truth, man. Time reveals all truth.
Yeah. Oh, it does, for sure.
It
Yeah.
reveals all truth, man.
Yep.
We're gonna know. We're gonna find out, man. But let me get out of here, man. Shout out to
all right, y'all niggas.
Shout out to you, Fred, man. Right. Yo, man.
Appreciate it. Thank you, Drew.
Who's the brother that was on the line? What was his name? Caesar?
SS Caesar. Yeah, SS Caesar.
Yeah, shout out to you, good brother, man. Shout out to you, brother. And I'm glad you're good now. I'm glad you're in a safe place, man. And just stay safe out here, man. That's all we need to do is stay safe, man. All right, family.
All right, appreciate you. Bro. Appreciate you. That's Dig T. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for beaming in.
Sir.
And welcome to the barbershop, man. Appreciate you, man. DB, close this fucking show up, man. Let's get the hell out of here, man. Close this show up. Appreciate Drew Tight for spending the evening with us, man. Appreciate you. Thank you, Drew. It was a Drew show. No one can Drew like Drew. You know what I'm saying? No one can do it like him. But yeah, I have no expectations. Yeah, I obviously know what I'm rooting for. I want that nigga to get 40 years. But it's hard to convict a cop on murder. It's hard to convict a cop on murder. What up?
Man, y'all drain my energy, man. I was fired up, had good stuff. I wanted to chime in and talk about stuff that was happening at the time. I wanted to be a part of the conversation. That's why I was saying pick up the phone. I didn't want to talk in the aftermath of it. I wanted to be a part of the conversation because I had questions for both people on all sides.
Oh, you should have messaged me.
Man, I put the thing in the chat a few times, but
I didn't see it.
But oh shit, man. Damn. And that should just make me mad. I'm over here punching the fucking air. And if you know, if somebody got something that's valuable and substantial that they add into the conversation, but if it's repetitive and shit like that, I'm over here ready to punch a hole in the wall. You know.
Where's yours?
I'm sorry?
I said the floor is yours.
Yeah, but it was conversational. It wasn't for a dissertation. It was supposed to be conversational. But anyhow, I do want to address two things, and I wish Drew was still here. I wish I would have got a chance to talk to Drew. You don't have to call back in, Drew, but I just wanted to address a few things. So, number one, cool cop. There's a difference between being a cool cop, being a jerk, and then there's something that's neutral. I think a cool cop may be somebody, for example, let's say if I have tinted windows and the windows are all dark tints, and a cop just pulls next to me, and then he points at the windows, and I'm like, okay, I'm nodding my head like, I know I'm not supposed to have these midnight tints. Cool. All right. That was cool. If I'm doing 95, I'm doing 100 miles per hour. The cop puts his lights on, pulls up right next to me and go, hey, slow down. He even screams, slow down. What are you doing? Like, okay. Got it. Cool. He allows me to keep pushing. Cool. One is probably a fix-it ticket. The other one is a moving violation, right? I'm going to get a ticket. I don't know. Maybe I have to go to court, whatever. But that's a cool cop. The cop that's doing his job is neutral. And the cop that's doing his job is sometimes can be a jerk. And when we start talking about aggressive can be anything. It could be the physical touch alone. That's aggressive. Something, because that's intrusive. It can be somebody that's being quarrelsome or antagonistic, doing anything to incite violence, or for the, I don't want to call him the assailant or the accused, to become belligerent. So being aggressive does exist. And in that situation, the physical touch. And it wasn't like she gave him a love tap. It wasn't like she said, okay, well, look, I'm gonna handcuff you, right? She heard that physical touch, that intrusive feeling that he had. That was what my assumption of what Caesar meant by when he said aggressive. We also have to lay to rest that notion that he ran. He didn't run, and he wasn't running. He simply got back in the car. And we are speculating why he got back in the car. We don't know. Pure speculation. There's mumblings and rumblings, and you can hear a few things being said. I believe that she said he's got a warrant, right? And we don't know what that means to him. Maybe one of his cousins had some dope planted on him, or one of his uncles. So in his mind, as my brother said earlier, he don't know if he's going to go to jail and get out in 6 hours, or if he's going to just spend the weekend or 30 days or 90 days, etc. He may feel like they're going to plant something on him. He gets some trumped up charges. We don't know what's going through that young man's mind. There's been 54 black people that have been killed by the police since George Floyd's death on May 26th. And this one makes, that's 55. You understand? So my brother also said, you don't know what fear or adrenaline does to people. There's no right way. Ronell Foster, Philando Castile, what's the name of Texas? Botha John, Kurt Andres here in California, Ayanna Jones. There's no right way. So we can all keep saying he shoulda, but there's no right way, because all those people did the shouldas, and they still ended up losing their lives. We have to understand that, listen, there's no logic or no reasoning or good explanation for the police disproportionately killing black people. The constant, the repetition of hearing unarmed black man, I'm doing my air quotes, unarmed black man, that could be damaging. And guess what? He grew up during an entire era of his youth and his teenage years of him hearing that every few months on the news. So when they pull him over and they get behind him and they start to get, my air quotes, aggressive, that's when his adrenaline probably kicked in. And he's like, man, listen, no matter what I do, they're probably going to give me some long time, or they're probably going to kill me or hurt me. So, we got to stop listen, the speculation is okay. Everybody's entitled to that, but we have to put to rest the notion that the young man was running. Here's a fact that I got from his auntie yesterday, and I'm sure some of you guys heard this. And there was a connection to George Floyd's girlfriend, Courtney Ross, was his childhood teacher. Did you know that, Fred?
Yeah, I heard it last night.
Right. So, remember the Arsenio Hall show, right? things that make you go, It wasn't a violent crime, or he didn't have a warrant for assault or battery or something domestic or nothing like that reported. So yeah, this whole thing just should have been, it could have been different. It should have been different. My condolences goes out to his family, friends, loved ones, and people who know him. Yeah, he shouldn't have lost his life, no matter what. And we have to make sure that we stop putting energy on what he did wrong. Listen, we can talk about it, but we shouldn't spend 2 hours talking about what he did wrong. What was the title of the show?
Officer Kim Porter charged, etc., etc. I can't see it. Other than.
Yeah, right. Somebody in the chat told me how long we spent talking about that. Right. So, we have to stop that. I don't want to put a title on it, but I was getting.
What would you have done?
I don't know. Again, let me go back to what my brother said. You don't know what fear or adrenaline does to people.
I understand that, but you gotta have a. I don't think no black man in America cannot have a plan getting pulled over.
Remember yesterday, or maybe 2 or 3 days ago, we had a conversation, and I said that we, as the big brothers, as the uncles, the OGs, the big homies, we have to have these conversations with these young men. Now, his father is there in his life, but maybe his father didn't get the chance or have the opportunity, or just neglected to have that conversation with him. So he probably just didn't have a plan. He never thought it would happen to him, probably, until it was actually happening to him. So
I think that it's not our responsibility to infuriate the police officer more. I think it's our responsibility. And I understand the concept of they have laws, we have laws. I get that. But because this is 2021 and you are still 3/5 of a man, I think the goal would be, what's the best option? What's optimal? I think for black people, I have a mindset, it's 100% or fail. I don't play with police officers. I don't get angry with them when I get pulled over. It's, why are you pulling me over? No. Driver's license, registration, please. How far do you live from here? Man, I live right there because I have a P.O. box on my address, on my card. I give them my address, and they understand that they know 77. I've only really got pulled over by 77 police stations. So if I say my address, they know exactly where I live. And so that may release me. That may release some of the pressure. I don't know, but I'm just saying I'm gonna comply. I think we're caught up believing that that's the war. Police officer versus black man is the war that we gotta win. No, I believe the war is when you go home and you prepare yourself to separate yourself from this system. I believe the war is won at home. I believe that's the victory. I don't think a black man can win. I think you're at the mercy of the police officer. I don't think I truly don't believe. I just believe that way. I go into a police engagement like, oh shit, fuck, damn, I don't know what the fuck is about to happen, but It's 8:00 at night. Fuck. It's October, November, so it's daylight savings time. It's pitch black. Fuck. Oh shit. So I prepare myself. I text my address to my mom, whoever else is on my team. I text my address. This is where it's at, 911 address or the 2 streets. And that's it. And I proceed to pull over and I comply. I don't believe that we should create actions that reinforces their absolute power. They have absolute power. And I think that it's I think we know the game that we're playing, and we think that masculinity is attached to losing to a man with a gun. No, it ain't no masculinity loss. You may go viral, it may be insulting, but the man has a gun. The man has a gun, and you got 2 fists. You touch him, 10 years, 5 years. I don't know what the law is.
Right.
That
but a 43-year-old Fred wouldn't have the same reaction as a 21-year-old Fred, right? 20 years ago.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
Right. So I think, again, we compare ourselves to him. I'm older than him. You're much older than him. So, we're comparing a fully grown adult man to a guy coming out of his teens. Maybe his emotions got the best of him. Maybe his testosterone was boosted. Maybe it was fear. Maybe it's a combination of all those things, but
I don't think that, regardless if it's 21 Fred or 43 Fred, a mistake is a mistake in that situation. I believe that people think that you're less than a man because you're complying with a man with a gun. I don't understand that. I don't understand. The man has a gun and it's 2 of them. You ain't at Jesse Owens Park, head up and this and that. I think that I understand the ideology of a man. I'm a man. I've been a man my entire life. I get the you gotta play small. I get that. Is it humbling to see a lieutenant? I saw that video one time. It's very humbling for me to see a black man in a uniform get emasculated like that. It's very, but you have no control how a person that doesn't live in your community, that doesn't want to learn about your community, that has absolute power. We understand it at the job. That's why you've been on your job 10 years. You understand it with your kids. That's why your kids aren't dead. That's why they grow up into be adults. You understand that. You understand that dynamic in real life. But I think there's a buffer between a black man and a police officer. I think there's a buffer there. There's a buffer there that I think that we got to overcome. And I think there's a lot of ego involved. I genuinely believe there's ego there. Yes, we have the same rights as every other person on earth. But it's not like that in the real world. If you pull away from a police officer in LA, God bless you. I would never pull away from a police officer. Never. I mean, you just can't as a black man. You can't do that. And I don't, and the reason why I believe, I'm glad you brought that up, is because he's our case study. We're never on the other side. We're never the black police officer. If the police officer was black, we would be talking about the black police officer. But because that subject, that Parrish, God bless his soul, is a reminder to all of us that we are still 3/5 of a man, that we are still compromised in the workforce when we get pulled over by police, in voting, in pay scales, and it's just a reminder, and it's humbling to people in the chat who can just say and vent out. But when you're in that moment, you got 2 kids, you may have a wife, you may have a girlfriend. How I don't think no man should want to go out like that. I'm being honest, like for real, like being if we say being a real nigga, you go out like that and you got a family. I'm not blaming him at all. This is a case study. I'm not going out like that. I can't. Not when Lincoln is 6, Kennedy is 3. I can't do it. I can't. And so that's my okay. I give an example today. I'm on what's that shit? Oh my gosh. I'm gonna tell you guys a true story. Happened to me today. What's that street? I'm on El Segundo in La Brea. Lincoln didn't eat lunch, and I had to go to Costco. I had to go to the business Costco on Prairie and El Segundo, just off El Segundo. You know where I'm at, DB?
Yeah, exactly. I was over there this morning.
Okay, funny you say that. So anyways, long story short, I'm like, man, he's never had Riley's fries ever in his life. I'm gonna tell you what I did, what my thought process was. I don't want to go to Manchester and Crenshaw because I've that intersection, a lot of people has gotten murdered there, right? Handful of people has gotten murdered. Even a famous rapper got murdered there. So I says, you know what? I'm gonna go to the one on El Segundo. I'm gonna go opposite. Go to El Segundo and Hawthorne Boulevard. Guess what happens? A nigga rolls up on a bike. I make a decision that if the guy comes to me, instead of me shooting him, I'm gonna fight him. That was my mindset. I says, man, he's on a bike and he had that original lemonade in his hand, and he had that, and I says, I'm not gonna shoot this man. I'm gonna fight him. The reason why I said I'm not gonna shoot this man, I'm gonna fight him, is because I know the system that I'm in. It's Lincoln, Kennedy, Dre is in the front seat. And Dre knows to shut up. Anytime, and then she says, why you didn't get something to eat? And I said, I just wasn't hungry because the guy just took my whole shit away, my whole cha-cha away. And I'm like, damn, I purposely don't go to Manchester and Crenshaw. I go there, but that's the mindset that it's sad. And give or take that he's a black man, regardless. I'm just saying the fact that I had to think to go opposite because I went to Costco first. I went opposite my house. So you guys can figure Prairie to La Brea is probably 3/4 of a mile in the opposite direction. If I go towards Manchester and Crenshaw, it's just a smooth transition to my house. So that's the point that I'm making. That's who we are. It's sad. It's humbling. I don't go to the Ralphs on Slauson and Crenshaw. I go to the Ralphs at the Ladera Center. And I have a fake handicap. Allegedly, I have a fake handicap placid so I can park in the first stall, run in, and run out. It's sad. But it's America. That's the world that we live in. And it's sad. I'm being honest, man. I hate to say that, and people say, oh, that's, some people may say, oh, you living in fear. And that's just the truth. It's like we were joking 2 weeks ago about me never going to that Master Burger. I've never been to that Master Burger on Vernon and Western. Never. I would never go there. It would have to be I wouldn't even go there at 12 noon just because I never know. I got to put my back to the street for at least 2 minutes to make an order. Like, you know what I mean? So that's just my mindset that I have to live with my in my real time and in my real life. You understand? And so and I understand what the kid has gone through. I know what that young man is thinking. I believe I know what he's thinking. And you got to realize the situation in its totality. And I think that's why your voice is important. You and I come from two polar opposite backgrounds. I think that's why this platform is important, because I think at the end of the day, DB, I would rather see him than view him.
Right.
So I don't think you're wrong. I honestly think Caesar is 100% right. I think Poncho, I see your bro in the chat. I think you're 100% right. I think you're 100% right. But all things aren't equal. And it's going to play out in the trial. Everything that I think he's suggesting in the conversations that you and I have had and Chad has had, it's going to play out in the trial. She was in fear for her life. And it's going to play out just like that. The experts are going to come in. And I don't know if he had a warrant or not. It's just, I don't know I don't know what the warrant was, but we heard speculatory information that it was a warrant, right? With a misdemeanor, right?
Right.
So I understand that, because that's the reason why, I'm be honest with you, that's why we can't carry in LA. So I'm just gonna say I know it's a misdemeanor. So that's why that's why I told Ananda Lewis it's just a misdemeanor. You know, so I would take that risk. You understand? But the point I'm making is I know the law. That's why I said it to Ananda Lewis. It's just a misdemeanor. So the point I'm making is I think in totality he didn't know the law, because a misdemeanor, I'm gonna sit my ass in jail for, well, I'm gonna bail my ass out. But I'm saying for him, if he doesn't have bail, he has a father in his life. So there's money coming in. There's a mother and a father there. There's money coming in. He can get $500 to bail himself. I don't think he understood that. I think if it was a gun possession, he's like, oh, excuse me. Oh shit. I'm about to go to jail for 10 years. You know, and you're right. He's right. He can pull away and get pinned against the car, you know, and get scraped up a little bit. It shouldn't be life or death, but fuck. That's where we're at, DB. That's where we're at. You know, Earl Spence goes to the UK. He's down a round and a half. Earl knew that.
Yeah. Man, unfortunate circumstances, man. So, you know, again, this is another opportunity for us. I mean, we've had the conversation with us. It's nighttime. It's somewhere between midnight and, you know, 3 a.m. in the U.S. and in the U.K. It's in the morning in the U.K. So in the U.K., y'all kids already up, man. You know, so DOG 215 and whoever else got in the UK, this is y'all day. Y'all got to talk to y'all boys, you know, nephews, little homies and sons and whatnot. And then for us, you know, we got to absorb this conversation and information, have one more sleep and wake up. And we got to have an additional conversation, because I'm sure somebody had some conversations with their little mans already. Now we have to have an additional conversation, you know, but it's up to us, man. It's completely up to us. One thing I will say, though, teaching respect
Mm-hmm.
and teaching humility does not mean we have to teach them how to be a punk.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I
Right.
mean? I mean, it's just like a martial art, right? Like, hey, listen, have respect, do everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, listen, if I hear about you bullying or beating somebody up, you know what I'm saying? Like, you cut. You can't ever come back here no more. You know what I mean? Or we have some of the big kids, you know what I'm saying, get on your head the
Right.
next day. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? Talk about Hell Week. Yeah, you're going to get it every day.
Right.
But yeah, teaching respect, reverence, and humility. We can teach these kids that just don't teach our black boys how to be emasculated, demasculated, feminine punks. Yeah, it ain't in our DNA. So, you know,
I get that. I only saw that. Let me get E1K. Speaking of alpha male, his avatar, should he have got back in the car? No. Either way, her shooting him is 100% wrong. Just because it's the norm of them killing us doesn't make it right, no matter the situation. Simple. I agree. I'm not denying that. But guess what? They get off and they go home and they get their pension. And then we crying and we saying hashtag maybe his parents didn't teach him about racism. Maybe it's in 2021 we got to have these conversations, man. Like, I'm gonna tell Lincoln and Kennedy, comply. That's why Lincoln is gonna drive a Honda Civic, like a Honda Accord, and just I don't want his car breaking down nowhere. I'm being serious, man. Like, I've already got this shit planned out in my head. He ain't getting no used car. Fred gonna make that $300 car payment because I want this guy, when he leaves my house, I want to know that this car can make it to school, to his job, and back home. I don't want him saying, "Oh, my car broke down." That's the reality. Like, I gotta buy Lincoln and Kennedy a new car. Where a white family can say, "Oh, you can get a." They don't even have that mindset, but I have that mindset. It's sad, and it's true. Another example, my last example. I have a 2001 Honda Civic, dirty as fuck. I mean, this shit is just fucking filthy, right? And the reason why I keep it filthy is because I don't want the it's for work purposes, right? So, anyways, I don't take the 110 freeway and get off at King. It's a straight shot for me to get off at King. If it's a straight shot, it's like a 4-mile drive from King, 5-mile drive from King. And at nighttime, it's all green lights on King. But you know what I do? I take the 10 freeway and either get off at La Brea or I get off at Crenshaw. I'm being honest. I'm being real as I can be. I'm being honest. If I'm coming from downtown LA, I will switch from the 10. But that's the life that black people got to live as it correlates to the police officer situation. I'm not afraid of the people in the community. I don't want to drive past the police station on Dinker and King. It's simple. It's simple as that. It's sad, but it's the reality. So, oh man, anyways, man. Oh.
Yeah, well, hey man, listen, we had the conversation. We brought it up. You know, I'm pretty sure that we'll revisit this as this trial and everything continues to happen. Sorry, I'm looking at the chat. Reggie said, "I'm black and I don't live like that." Yeah.
Some people don't, and I because guess what? Your algorithms work for you. Your algorithms work. If you believe it, live it. You know what I mean? I'm not saying it. I just keep myself out of harm's way. You know what I mean? I don't do it, you know. I don't do it. You know. So
Yeah. My brother says, my white neighbor, my son's friends, teaches his son his rights versus me. Teaching my kids to be respectful at all times. Yeah. All right. Cuzzo D man said, I feel you, Fred. Yeah.
I mean, either way, I don't discredit if Reg wants to do it. It worked for him. He's not in jail. He's making comments from his home. It works. I don't want people to live outside their algorithms. I don't. If it works for you, it works. You know.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, did we get that super chat from Mike Weary?
Yeah, maybe his parents didn't yet. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you, Mike. Yeah, appreciate y'all on the super chat today. Yeah, it's
yes,
I want to stay out of the police way. I stay out of their way. I do. I stay out of their way. Man, I don't fuck around with police, man. Not because I'm afraid of them. I don't want them in my life. I told Dre, if we got a problem in this house, we fixing it. I'm serious than a motherfucker. Man, I'm gonna tell you what happened. This is the honest truth. My mama can tell this story. I swear to God. Swear before God. They broke into my house. Right? This was 5 years ago. Right? 5 years ago. They broke into my house. They didn't take anything because the alarms went off and whatever the case. So the police came and so when the I was out, but my phone goes off when the alarm goes off. So I came back. I was like 3 miles away. So I came back. I got here within 5 to 7 minutes. But I had at that time I had a Bentley, right? So I pull up in the thing. You know what? I pulled up in my Bentley. You know what the police officer says? I swear before God.
What did he say?
He says, I got to go through it. Mind you, they had already cleared the house and all that. He said, I got to go through your closets and make sure everything is safe. I'm like, nigga, no. I said, we're fine, officer. We're fine. And 2 hours later, I had my glass fixed. That's the police. The nigga saw me pull up in a Bentley and was like, oh, shit. Oh, this is interesting. I said, no, nigga, we're fine. I appreciate you. My mom can swear by that story. No lie. I don't play with police. I mean, we gotta call them, we gotta use them, but 99% of us aren't criminals, so we don't have to live that life. But it's sad that we have that ideology in our head. You know what I'm saying? Like we ain't none of y'all niggas are criminals. And I seen the same names every fucking night. If y'all criminals, nigga, y'all some great ones. I tell you that fucking much. Because I see the same names in here every night. So, so it's man, it's sad. We got, man, it's hurtful. It's hurtful. It's really hurtful. That's why I pull over every time I see a cop. I pull over just to be their eyes. I'm not saying I'm about to run in front of no bullet and this and that, but I know my presence is going to save their life and or get them their civil suit. I know it. So that's what I do every time. So that's all.
Yes, indeed. All right, man. Well, today is today's Wednesday. Oh,
yeah,
man,
we got an author coming in tomorrow. We got an author coming in tomorrow.
Okay. Yeah, so man, same black channel, same black time, man. 9 p.m.
Kate Ellis.
Pacific Standard Time, and midnight on the East Coast, and somewhere in between.
Yeah.
And
what's
the author's name?
Kate Ellis. Kate Ellis. Yeah, Kayellis. I'll post it right now on Instagram. Okay. But it's don't be in fear. I'm just practical, man. You know what I mean? It's like you go to the McDonald's with the shortest line. Same thing. Apples and oranges comparison, I know, but we can talk about life and death. But so,
Brandon, hit me up, man, if you're gonna be out here for a minute.
Yeah, y'all can go to the mosque together. Is it called temples or mosques now? It's still called temples?
G Brown said, I'm not a criminal, I'm an L7 now, fam.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I spent 2 days in jail, and that was it. That was it for me. I'm telling you, for real. I couldn't steal a pencil right now. Hell no. I woke up at 2 o'clock in the morning, thought it was 8 o'clock. That bailiff said, it's 2 a.m. Nigga, take your ass back to sleep. I said, oh shit. You lose concept of and when you get out, you smell like you've been in the streets for 2 years. Fuck that shit. Man. You sweating and shit. It was my first and last time in jail. I don't ever want to go. That shit ain't for me, dog.
Yeah. Oh, do me a favor. Check you got Brandon's information. You text it to me. I hit him up, so I ain't gotta
text this number, Brandon. Text this number. Text the number. He has a number to the show. Text the number and I'll forward it to him.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Another good one, fellas, ladies and gentlemen. Man, PPD been gone. I mean, I know I talked to her in the daytime, but yeah, she been gone at night. She resting. She like, man, forget y'all. You talking about you got to get up at 6 o'clock. PPD, like, man.
Man, my mornings be rough, dog. Woo, Lord. Man, I love it though. I love it. I love that. Yeah. Nah, I can't picture myself locked up neither though. You know, I mean, nah, not at all.
None of us want to picture ourselves locked up. Sometimes it's an unfortunate circumstance, and sometimes it just happened to be some of our realities. You know what I mean? But yeah, on the up and up though, man. Yeah, man. Let's continue being what we are, man. Let's continue being strong, positive, influential. Brothers, and like I said, man, if we don't do it from being the so-called intellectuals in society, then it won't happen anywhere else. So we got to teach the generations under us how to be better than we were. Each one teach one, and don't withhold information. Share it. Yeah, bro, you ready to get out of here?
Very, very ready. I appreciate everyone in the super chat, man. Appreciate you, Drew Titan, man. Thank you much, man. Appreciate y'all coming in here tonight, man. Appreciate you, Joe, Brandon, Dre's Finest, SS Caesar. Appreciate you, man. That was a 40-minute call you were on. Appreciate you. Thank you much. I appreciate all y'all.
Yeah, shout out to C's too, man. His son, I think they had their first baseball game was today, man.
Yeah, he scored. Go ahead.
Yeah, went out there and performed, man. Yeah.
The winning run. That's dope.
Yeah. I'm saying, C's one of them candidates for Father of the Year. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, for sure. We got all of us are in here. You know what I mean?
Yeah. My bro is one. Reggie, you know what I'm saying? C's in there. DJ. Kyle, you know what I mean? Man, don't let them tell us that black men ain't taking care of their kids and don't love their kids, man. I don't know where they got that stuff from. You know what I'm saying? That don't exist over here, though. That's for real. You know what I'm saying? Jarvis, Big Lloyd, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I know these dudes, you know what I'm saying? Great fathers, for sure. But, yeah, man, it's time to rock and roll, man. So let's roll through the chat and see who we got still in the building with us right now, man. Yeah, okay, let me see. First and foremost, man, you know what I'm saying? To my Kiffin Ken, with the same cuz line, my big bro Puncho Stride in the chat. SS Caesar, D-Man Jr., man, all the cuzos in here. Cool. Joe Strummer in the building, man. Joe Strummer, ain't seen you in a minute, man. Welcome back to the
show.
Welcome back.
Yeah. Deal with the TV. Okay, there we go. Deal with the TV. Salute to you. Big Dre Finest in the building with us too. Mark Wunderlich, Salt Lake City in the building. There we go. Young World. Okay, he said, great show, fellas. Thank you, Young World, man. Everybody that's still in here, man, hit that thumbs up, or y'all call it the like button. Smash the like button. My brother, man, Harden stepped back in the building. He said, facts. Yes, indeed. Kenlon Jones in the building. What up, KJ? Brandon Washington, my brother, man. Yeah, hope to see you down here soon, man. You said you'd be down here in a couple hours, man. We can get up tomorrow a little bit. If you want to come to the gym, get a little work in. I'm saying something. Valiant Prize Fight said, great work, Fred. Facts, DB. Thank you, Valiant. Appreciate you, man.
Thank you.
TCP, the Complete Package LLC said, Fred, you might need magnesium for your bad nerves.
I don't have bad nerves. I don't have. I mean, I was 19, dog. I'm not a nervous guy though. In real life, I'm not nervous at all. I'm not in real life. I'm not nervous at all. I just.
Yeah, they say you can drink. You can eat almonds, raw almonds, and also avocados. Both of those help with anxiety. So for anybody who feel like they're having some anxiety or having some sleep problems, or you might feel like you're anxious before you go to sleep or always waking up, try that. I don't eat salmon, but they also promote salmon for that too. So yeah, anybody who's struggling from any of that, that should help you. Do it for a week and drink a ton of water. Leave the caffeine alone. If you feel like you gotta have tea, make sure that it's a tea like a chamomile or a peppermint tea, something like that help to calm your nerves, man. And use stuff like lavender soap or lavender lotion. Even if you got to get the Johnson & Johnson, the one for kids, just get what you can. Make sure you get your rest and make sure you're getting rest while you sleep. There you go. So let's see who we else got. My brother Boxing Conversations with Reggie Owens in here. Let's see. We got Dre Finest here. We got you. My brother Yova representing the North Side. Cali, what up, YV? Robert Brown still in the building. Salute Robert Brown. G Brown in the building, man. LA's finest. Better believe it. Mike Weary, great. Salute to you. OG Gregory X came back, man. Salute to you, OG. Good to see you. Guerrilla Warfare in the building. Salute to you, man. Hit that thumbs up, man, if you appreciate the conversation. Let's see. Hamza S, salute to you. And yeah, I think that's all we got in the chat. Let me see. Okay, there we go. Some people that came back in. There we go. Aeon Jack, salute. Moyo Sauce, he said, Fred and DB, how far you guys from Vegas? About 3.5 hours.
Yeah, 300 miles.
Yeah, 300 miles. Yeah, Crenshaw District. Yeah, S. Dot Riddle 45. Salute, Mark Nash. There you go. I thought you disappeared for a while, man. There you go. And let me see, Shadow Moses 0083. Good night, everyone, and be safe. Well, Shadow, welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show.
Bang, bang. Yeah, man, I think we got everybody, man. If I missed anybody, make sure. Let's see, that's all the family I see still in the building. Okay, there you go, Trap Lord. He said, we in this bit. Yeah, right on, man. Well, Peoples Hernandez, man, we waiting on you to drop them. I believe you're going over to Kyle if Kyle is still awake. And there's tons of videos, man. Reggie been dropping stuff, Instagram, MySpace, Twitter. Reggie dropping stuff everywhere. YouTube, going to check the videos. And every time I go visit one of the family members on any of these platforms, man, make sure y'all hitting the like buttons and all of that stuff right there. Play the song, Fred!
Gotcha.
I come this way before, travel through the open door. Circumstances navigate the path, and life happened all so fast. No, it got no meaning. Sometimes you see, I know we couldn't make it. Even off big
Tank
on my face.
What's up, Tank?
Hernandez!
Is he in the building yet?
People's in the building.
Oh, yeah, he is. What's up, big homie? Bro, you take it personal. I'm telling you the truth. Hey, what's pistachios good for? I'm about to eat a bunch of them motherfuckers right now. No lie.
Now I'm giving back to children. Never let the power come first before your happiness. Yes. You can be the best if you go the distance. Mix a little sweat
With your persistence. So next week we got Mauricio on and we got Berto on. So yeah, cool week. Yeah. What week? Oh, and the following week we got DeMar Johnson coming on. Oh, that's dope.
Okay.
The NBA player. Yeah, the ex-NBA player. Yeah. Trying to give it, be a blessing. Hey, yeah.
Rob G, you ain't here, but
Personal statement, running game like my basics. Learning, develop paces, determined to be the greatest. Yeah, bobbing and weaving and changing up like the season. I do it just to the grind, so I do it for all my people. Jabbing the competition, better predict the road. She fighting for recognition, I'm fighting just to promote equality where we lack it. Or cancer slowing our road. I'm confident we'll make it. We focus on common goals. Yeah.
here we go.
Giving something away. Never give up, stand tall to fight another day. 2 toes, 2 feet, I stand on the ground. I'm going soon and fight this final round. Life's a weapon of household. Learn quickly, never make your blow. Can't take it up slow.
You know why?
Because the devil it's only what you do.
Hey, the things you gotta do. Hey, 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 hey. Love y'all, man. Love y'all. Appreciate you, DB.
Yeah, love you, bro.
All right, love you too, man. Mañana, y'all. Ugas, yeah. Ugas reflexes, man. That shit funny as fuck. Did you see Ugas?
No.
Hey, y'all gotta tag Earl. Be like, are you ready for these reflexes, nigga? He was on a high-speed boat and his hat flew off his head and he caught the hat. Pretty dope.
Wow.
Yeah, that's pretty dope. It's like when you in the kitchen and shit and you drop the glass and you catch it and no one's around to see it. You like, fuck, no one saw it. Damn, you know. Anyway, love y'all, man. We go.
We see you, man. Salute.
Appreciate you, Brandon. Love y'all, man. Appreciate y'all. Peace.